Steph Castle will be in action. Starts at 8 o'clock right here on 94.1. Tomorrow it's All-Star Saturday night with a skills challenge. Winby and CP3 competing. Then the Dunk Castle, where Castle will once again compete. Finally, the three-point contest all gets underway at 7.
Sports Center brought to you by Synergenics Testosterone and Weight Loss. Synergenicshealth.com.
Joe Reinagel.
That's the third time in 7 seasons. The San Antonio Spurs are the NBA champions.
Jason Minix.
They go back to big day as Super Bowl champions. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
It's the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. He's Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix. Happy Valentine's Day.
Now, happy Friday. It's Friday.
It is Friday.
It just happens to be the 14th of February.
Mm-hmm.
That holiday that some florist made up.
Yeah, was it a florist or Hallmark?
Well, maybe they all colluded in a chocolate maker. Candy guy.
Dude, I love those little conversation hearts. They were sold out at H-E-B the other day. Son of a...
What the? I love you.
Well, I don't care what I like the snarky ones.
Be my sweetheart.
Do you read them?
Yeah,
I don't read them.
How do you not read them?
I don't. I just grab a couple and go.
Yeah. No, I can do without those too.
Those are great. You are bah humbug today.
Dude, I'm telling you, I am. It's like Valentine's Day. I'm like the Scrooge of Valentine's Day.
What do you call the Scrooge of Valentine's Day? I mean, now, I know you. You're all mushy, newlywed. You going to dinner tonight, you know?
Yes.
Did you buy a card yet?
No, I didn't. I didn't.
Stop at CVS or Walgreens or something on the way back?
Well, maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
We can get somebody to bring you a card, right?
It's okay. They don't have to do that.
We need a poll, Ryan. Mr. Bah Humbug here. Now, I'm going to take full credit and get all the benefit because Alex in our sales department from a client brought in bunches and bunches of dozens of roses. So Joanna's going to get roses tonight, and I don't have to do a damn thing except take them and remember them in the office when we're leaving.
That's
to
it.
Grab them and take them home.
You're going to come back next week, and they're going to be dead.
That's fine. But they're free, right?
Yeah.
And again, I'm going to show up with roses. She's going to know that somebody must have given them to me, but the effort is there.
What effort? You bringing them home? That's the effort?
They are in the office right now, and I've got to remember to take them from the office to the car to the house.
So that's the effort Joanna's going to appreciate.
It's minimal, but yes, it is what it is. You said, no, I'm good. You were offered free roses you could take to your wife.
Hold on. I was not offered free roses. Here's the story. We're sitting in the office. Minix and I share an office. And Alex walks in with a nice red bouquet of roses and walks right by me, right to Minix. Here, Jason.
I thought he was
and I'm like,
flirting.
I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
What am I, chopped liver?
Yeah, pretty much.
And so he goes, I got some more on my desk. So he walks out with this thing of like he just picked them in the field over there of sunflower carnations or.
It's a bouquet, and
a bouquet.
They look nice.
Dude, I'm feeling a little underappreciated. I mean, it's like
so if he
I get the leftover flowers.
If he if he would have walked in with 2 sets of roses the first time,
I'd have been very appreciative.
So because you were second fiddle,
I was second fiddle, and they weren't roses anymore. They were little carnation things.
Well, you had a bouquet of a bunch of flowers, not just roses.
Well, whatever. They weren't. There was not one rose in there.
Oh, there wasn't.
No.
Oh.
I'm telling you.
Wow.
You see how that works?
I didn't see what he offered you. I just knew that he said, I'll get you some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he ran out and picked them outside.
They don't grow that way on Austin Highway.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Although, when I was at lunch today over there on the corner of Perrin Beidel, at that gas station, they had all kinds of stuff set up.
Yeah, did you see that
the big old plastic bags full of teddy bears and stuff?
I saw that. And there were a lot of people there.
Dude.
buying stuff.
I thought there was a car wreck. There was so much traffic right there.
Yeah, I saw that. It was crazy.
The procrastinators.
There were a lot of them. There's a lot of procrastinators in this town, that's for sure. Those guys know exactly what they're doing, setting up tent today on Valentine's Day.
I'm just thinking that you should take those flowers that Alex offered, take them home. Your wife is going to love them, even though she says she doesn't want flowers.
I'm just saying, it's kind of like I got to make a point here. It's like, dude, walks right, and I thought me and Alex were tight, but apparently not. Apparently you and Alex are tight.
Apparently
so.
Apparently.
Not me.
Apparently.
I see how it is around here.
You kind of already knew.
I kind of did.
Yeah, I mean, the reality, though. Like, this morning I went to go do my M-Sculpt treatment over at Dr. Connie Hires.
Uh-huh.
And she was like, are you all ready for Valentine's? I'm like, sure, I got reservations. Did you get flowers? No, my wife knows she doesn't get flowers. She told me a long time ago it's a cop-out gift. She's like, and she gave me that look and said, you need to get her flowers. I was like, yeah, she's good. Did you get her card? Nope. You need to do that. I was like, yeah, she said, doesn't matter what we say. And then every lady in the office there started giving me crap. Every one of them, even ladies that I'd not seen before that worked there. Like, you didn't get flowers? You didn't get a card? You're in trouble. Like, no, I'm really not. I know my wife. I'm just saying.
I don't think it's an issue.
And they all told me, it's like, all right. So now I've got flowers. I'm good.
Yeah, and I didn't because I'm second fiddle around here, apparently.
I'm not apparently.
Obviously. Damn.
Dude.
See how it is?
So if Alex is able to find roses, he would be good with that.
I'd be fine with that.
Not the carnation.
I mean, it'd almost be worse if I walked in with that.
Not worse, it's flowers.
What? Dude. So I'm good. I'm good. My feelings aren't hurt at all, Alex. It's okay. I might cry, but it's okay. I'll do it during the break.
Mm-hmm.
It's all good. Bah humbug.
I will make sure you get some roses.
Bah humbug.
I will make sure you get some roses.
I don't want any roses.
No, I know what you say, but we'll make sure you get roses.
It's all good.
We'll make sure you get roses.
Yeah, if Morgan was here, I would have gotten roses.
Those are from Morgan.
Well, they're from Morgan, but she's
on a
not
ski
passing
trip.
them
yeah.
out. So.
Well, I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
So we left it up to Alex.
Right.
Yeah.
That's where the problem lies.
It's a big problem.
Yes.
Alex.
So that's it.
Alex rolling around in a NFL sweatshirt, not sure what NFL stood for.
He said one of the salespeople here said, "What's that stand for?" Oh, my gosh. Wow.
True story.
Uh-huh.
True story.
Wow.
There should be a test when you're working at a sports station.
It should, right? Exactly. You at least have to know what the initials of every sports league is.
Can you recognize this logo?
Can you imagine going to MLB, what some people would think? NHL?
I remember when I interviewed here, our big boss says, I'm not really a sports guy. I start paying attention to the Spurs when they get to the World Series. I was like, Greg, you got to be kidding, right? He's like, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
World Series.
Uh-huh.
Well, I wish they'd get there. They haven't been anywhere else in a while.
No, but they are at the All-Star break.
They're at that, yeah.
Going to San Francisco. Good weekend at the break.
Sure.
And now everybody's bitching about the All-Star break format. Why? It is what it is.
You either watch it or you don't.
You watch it or you don't.
Right, that's
you
it.
Fix it.
Nobody's forcing you.
Well, you'll be forced later.
Well,
what did you call it in SportsCenter? The dunk castle?
It's the dunk contest. Did I say castle?
You said dunk castle. Twice.
Well, I'm hoping he wins. Yeah, it'd be nice for the Rook to win the dunk contest.
Do we have anything to give away today, Pledge? What do we have to give away today? We're going to do random trivia throughout the day for whatever prizes we may or may not have. I don't know what we're giving away. You would think we'd know that when the show starts, but let's see. We still don't know.
Well, Pledge knows that we never give anything away early. It's always late.
No, but we're going to do some random trivia today with things that we all should know that we don't.
Well, I don't know about that because we didn't know something that we might say later.
That was going to be a question.
Yeah, that you and I didn't know either.
Yep.
And you would have to be really diehard to know what we didn't know. And we're pretty diehard.
Wait a minute. The morning guys gave away all our prizes? There's nothing there and then there to give away?
Wow.
Oh, man. So we got no prizes to give away.
We got to think of something.
Yeah, we'll give away Pledger sweatshirt. It's ugly.
You think anybody wants that?
I don't care. I mean, I wouldn't even wipe the
How
toilet
did you
with that.
do on Desperation Day, Pledge?
Oh.
Did you do okay last night?
I was here.
Oh, so you didn't get out and go to the Roo Pub and well, that's too bad.
Well, I figured when he was emailing me at 11, he was showing up after they were well lubricated.
Well,
he didn't want to have to work that hard.
That's a vet move.
I mean,
that's not a bad idea.
So you went home alone? Bummer.
Well, it wasn't about last night. It was about tonight.
I mean, last night leads into tonight, my
That's
friend.
what I'm saying.
Yes. I mean, she's got to earn the chocolates, if you know what I mean.
Well, I totally agree, but I'm just saying. So you scout things out and maybe have a conversation, and then you close the deal tonight.
No, you're looking for desperation.
Oh, I see. So they're not desperate today?
You were looking for last night.
I think they'd be even more desperate today if they're at the bar alone.
No, tonight they won't go out.
They won't go out?
No.
Wow.
Too many bad reminders out in the wild.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks.
Mm-hmm.
So you got reservations, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Made a call today around noon.
Nice.
And we're kind of full. Like, seriously? We'll get you.
Yeah.
It works.
You have to tell me where you're going. That's kind of the same situation I was in.
Yeah.
Got a reservation.
Mm-hmm. You kind of need it tonight.
Yeah.
Because my original plan fell through.
Well, mine did too.
What I was originally going to do?
My original plan was to take her out tomorrow night. And then I find out that Courtney's coming into town tomorrow, so that didn't work out. So I had to adjust.
You pivot.
I had to call an audible.
Uh-huh. After your gender reveal event tomorrow.
And once I knew, and once
Are you wearing blue today and hoping?
No, dude, I don't give a damn. I really don't care if it's pink or blue. It makes no difference.
Uh-huh.
It's just poor planning.
Right?
You knew this gender reveal was coming all week.
Well, the gender reveal's like 30 minutes, right? And it's at 11:30 in the morning, so I'd be fine for dinner on Saturday night.
Hang on, Pledge. Here's the thing. You got to have a flow chart to understand the Reinagle family tree. So Casey is having the gender reveal. That's at noon. Courtney is the one that's engaged that lives in Houston, but is going to come and do some wedding shopping stuff later with her mom.
No, they got a shower to go to.
Oh, a shower.
That's why it would have been a perfect day to go play golf with you two yahoos.
Yeah.
And so, but then we had a little gender reveal pop up.
Uh-huh.
Well, it didn't pop up. I knew it was coming, but I mean, it's there, and it's like an albatross, just hanging there.
I mean,
like a roadblock to the golf course.
I mean, with the Reinagles and the number of kids that are involved here.
Yes.
I mean, you've got babies that were just born, babies that are about to be born, weddings that are about to happen, and all Joe sees is money leaving the bank account. I got to pay for this. I got to pay for that. I got to this event, that event.
That's pretty much sums it up.
And you want some roses too?
Yeah, but they're free.
Yeah, they're free, which is why you need to go get them.
Oh.
And if not for Maggie, take them to your daughter tomorrow for the gender reveal.
No. Not doing it. And again, I can't blame it on Casey because this is not
she's
her.
the one that got pregnant.
Well, she is.
Yeah.
Which, that's always still hard to take as a father. But
it's not her first.
No,
she is married, right? I mean,
I know. It's like,
yeah.
I told you how I knew she was pregnant, right? Before
Yeah.
she even said so. We're at some event and she's not drinking. And I'm like, honey, don't you want to drink? No, I'm good. You're pregnant. That'd be the only way she's not drinking.
Uh-huh.
So I knew right away.
You knew right away.
Knew right away.
Then the question, can you feed it?
It was no secret.
None.
It's all good.
Are we sure?
All good. Yes.
Are we sure?
It's Friday, February 14th.
Oh, Vince on YouTube. He hasn't gotten anything for his wife yet. He's going after work.
All right. Hey, there's a little tent right here on Eisenhower that you could go to.
Yeah,
Vince.
I just wonder, because it's like a good barbecue spot. Once they're sold out, they're sold out.
Dude, did you see all the stuff that they had, though?
Uh-huh.
They're not going to sell out.
You say that. You say that.
I'm telling you.
I mean, 6 o'clock, you're driving home going, damn it, I need to get something, and you stop at the gas station, and they don't have anything left.
Well,
or just the
I'm not sure I want that teddy bear in a white basket.
Why
Here,
not?
honey.
A lot of Rheinegels in the world.
I know. Jeez. I did an informal poll at the gym today, and nobody likes Valentine's Day. Nobody.
You asked a bunch of guys?
I did.
Well, of course. It's your audience.
Well, nobody likes it.
Here's the problem. They probably wouldn't answer you honestly, because if they would have said something that disagreed with you, it would have been an hour-long conversation of you trying to get them to explain to you why and you telling them why they are wrong. We all know you, Joe.
That's where I warm up for this show. Me and my buddy Ray.
Good Lord, Ray.
Yeah.
Ray hates Valentine's Day?
Well, he's kind of lukewarm in it. The other thing, you would like Ray because he's a big Dak defender. So we argue about that all the time.
Sure.
Yeah.
I love you, Dak.
What'd you get Dak for Valentine's Day?
Yeah. I'd like to give him a new uniform. How about that? I don't know. He'd look good in a Cleveland Browns jersey, don't you think?
Name somebody that looks good in a Cleveland Browns jersey. Anybody.
Nobody.
Nobody looks good in a Browns uniform. Let's talk some NBA coming up here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. It is a Friday. Nobody ever plans on getting arrested, but it does happen to a lot of people every day for all kinds of reasons. If you get arrested, you want to get out of jail fast, and you don't want to spend Valentine's in jail for a variety of reasons. So the best way to get out of jail fast is by calling my good friend Albert and his great staff at AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text the word bail to 474747, or you can start the bonding process online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else to get out of jail, and you don't want to be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you a PR bond, make sure you truly understand what those conditions are before accepting it. Your best option for stress-free bail bonds is AA Best Bail Bonds, because nobody beats their price. They offer payment plans, have a free shuttle service. They are discreet and confidential, and open 24/7, offices all over San Antonio and Texas, services nationwide. If you're up in Dallas, down in Corpus, anywhere in between, license number 149, call AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121, or go online at mybestbailbonds.com.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
Progressive presents Renters MVP's Most Valuable Possessions. Today's MVP, Joe Fallon's bedroom mini fridge. Sure, this pint-sized chiller's max capacity is 3 soda cans, but what it lacks in stature, it makes up in cooling strength. Each beverage a perfect 37 degrees every time. And the 2 feet Joe walks to get a drink, priceless. That's why his mini fridge is today's MVP. Keep your most valuable possessions protected by bundling your renters and auto insurance with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
Guys, did you know your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED? And right now, Revive Men's Health San Antonio will check your testosterone for free. They've helped thousands of men since 2011 feel and perform better. They're so confident they can help you, they even guarantee it. Schedule your free testosterone test, exam, and consultation today. Call 210 210-615-7777. That's 210-615-7777. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
This sandwich is not just spicy, it's flavorful.
Hi, this is Patayo. And this is Elsa. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe Sandwich is that spicy kick. Because the spice comes in at just the right moment.
Oh, no. A little thing I love is that cilantro lime sauce. It's a fun blend of zesty and bold. That's what really makes me happy. Are you going to eat all your fries?
Order a Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe Sandwich and a Diet Dr. Pepper on the Chick-fil-A app for a limited time. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? I think my battery's dead. With free battery testing and charging, we can help you get back on the road.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
So what if I need a new one? We have the right Duralast battery for you, only at AutoZone.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
And what about my old battery? We can recycle it right here at America's #1 battery destination.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Davis Law Firm secures important verdicts and settlements for Texans hurt in a car, truck, or 18-wheeler wreck. Many in the millions of dollars. No case is too big or too small. And remember, there's no fee unless we win. So if you want more, call the Fours. Davis Law Firm San Antonio, 444-4444.
At the UPS Store, we know being a small business owner means holiday time is still go time. Still get those orders shipped time. And still re-up on stamps and supplies time. That's why this upcoming holiday, while others close up shop, we'll be open. And happy to help you keep being unstoppable. Come into your local store today. Most locations are independently owned. Product, services, pricing, and hours of operation may vary. See Center for details. The UPS Store. Be unstoppable.
Hi, it's me, your USPS Ground Advantage shipment. Just left the warehouse and hitting the road.
I know. Just got the notification.
Great. Smooth sailing so far. I'm almost there.
Yes, I know. I get all the updates.
Made it. Safe and sound.
I know.
Well, did you know I was with USPS the whole time?
Oh, yeah. I know.
Keep your business in the know with the USPS Ground Advantage service. Visit USPS.com/in-the-know.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
We're really not doing this today, are we, Pledge? We're not doing this today, are we?
Well, it's February 14th. Come on.
Dude, we don't give a damn.
Exactly.
It is The Blitz here
Pledge
on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. He's Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix. If you're watching on YouTube, appreciate that. You can always comment there. All-Star Weekend festivities get going tonight. You can listen to everything here on 94.1 throughout the weekend, including the game and the new format thing coming up on Sunday.
That's going to be interesting. I'll be honest with you. So I'll probably check out a little bit of that on Sunday just to see how that all pans out and how it works and stuff like that. I mean, the dunk contest and all the other stuff is pretty much the same. But I am interested to see what Castle, just because the guy, I mean, he's got hops. So he's going to do something special.
You look at, well, first off, like the format. And we get to it and everybody wants to bitch about the format. How do we fix All-Star Weekend? Why are we trying to fix something that not a lot of people care about anyway? I don't know that you can make it better. It'll be interesting to see with this new format how it works, but it's an exhibition. Why are we tweaking things to the degree that, I don't know, are people putting too much thought into something that doesn't require that much thought? It is what it is.
Well, they're hoping that maybe they could get people to watch. Why don't they just give the players a week off and we just leave it at that?
Well, they kind of do.
Well,
I mean, we don't get back to work till next Thursday. So even the guys playing this weekend still get a couple of days off. They just don't have time to go to Cancun.
Right. But I'm just saying, just give them a week off and we'll just have a break. They can rest. Guys like Steve Kerr can't bitch about, playing his players too hard.
Can we talk about Steve Kerr for a minute? Let's. I know we'll get back to the All-Star game.
Yeah.
Steve Kerr. See, they played Wednesday night in Dallas.
Yes.
In a game in which Jimmy Butler might have pooped his pants.
I think he did.
just for funds, Google Jimmy Butler poop his pants. Butt sweat, whatever. It's bad. So after that game, they had a back-to-back the last night, playing Thursday night in Houston.
Yes, long trip.
Steve Kerr not happy about that.
I don't know. We'll talk to Rick after. So it's a tough back-to-back, and that's why that's what makes this loss even more frustrating. Is that we're going to get into Houston at 3:00, whatever it is, because the NBA and its infinite wisdom makes us play an 8:45 game, and they clearly don't care about rest or player health. It's just ratings and all that stuff. So I get it. Everyone's got to do it. The whole league's got to do it. So it is what it is. We got to strap it up and get ready for tomorrow.
And they did, and they won.
Yeah, but that's beside the point.
They beat Houston. So here's my thought. I'm all with you, Steve. Let's go to a 65-game schedule and then talk to your players when they don't get paid as much as they're getting paid now, if they'd be pissed off or they're okay with playing back-to-backs. Because that's what would happen. It's the most ridiculous crybaby argument I've ever heard, and I love Steve Kerr.
I big Steve Kerr fan. But, dude, when you were playing, you used to fly commercial and have back-to-backs. You just have to be at the airport for a 6 a.m. flight the next morning instead of flying private. NBA doesn't care. It's all about ratings.
Stop it.
The ratings are in the toilet, man. And, Steve Kerr, you're one to blame because of the volume threes that the NBA is right now. I would imagine if they did some sort of scientific study, watching a team take 50 threes in a game is unwatchable. It's not as enjoying to watch as old school basketball. There's a reason ratings are down. And most people, when they're complaining about today's game, is watching miss after 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 miss. It's the style of game right now. And I don't know, player safety, Steve, because of all the threes, it's not like you got guys in the paint banging around like they used to, where it was a lot more physical, like it was in your day when you flew commercial.
Not near as physical as it used to be. But it's funny. It's more guys with these minor injuries to keep them on the bench, and they can't play back-to-backs, and they can't do – it's ridiculous. Skill play. That if I'm making $300 million, I'll play that morning and then come back and play that night, and I'll do whatever you want me to do. And I'll just look at my bank account, and I'll be happy as a lark. I mean, I just don't understand. But, Steve, I didn't expect that kind of stuff from Steve. I think he was frustrated because they lost to the lowly Dallas Mavericks.
Who've actually played pretty well since the trade.
Well, and with no Anthony Davis, by the way. And then knowing he's got to go to Houston, and Houston's been playing pretty well. So he's thinking right now, well, we're going to take 2 L's in a row, and it's not going to be good. But then his team comes out, and they play well, and they beat Houston.
If their back-to-back was, you've got the second game of a doubleheader on a Wednesday night in Dallas, and you're playing the next night in New York or L.A. or San Francisco with a long flight. Dude, you went to Houston.
Is that a 45-minute flight?
If that. I mean, and they're on a private plane.
Exactly.
So, I mean, that plane wasn't in the air long enough to get service.
And they're not going to shoot around that morning, so the guys can sleep all day.
Now, again, we've all talked about this. That 99 season, 50 games, that was great.
It was fantastic.
They're never going to cut 30 games off the schedule. 62, 66, I mean, we've seen all those. Or make the season a month longer and do away with back-to-backs.
Yep, you could do that.
I would be totally cool with that because that bridges the gap between basketball and training camp in the NFL. Because that's what we're all really looking for, right? So either make the season longer, but our offseason won't be long enough. You can't have it both ways. Sometimes you're going to have back-to-backs. And you know what, Steve? Those big salaries your players are making is because of TV and those ratings.
Well, Steve's not exactly starving to death either. So Steve's doing okay, too, with his salary. And there again, wouldn't have it if it's not for the TV rating. So that was I don't expect that from Steve Kerr, honestly. That was about as crybaby as I've ever heard Steve Kerr. And that was pretty bad.
Yeah. It's debatable.
Well,
I mean, but I get what you're saying. That was, the NBA doesn't care about player safety.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Load management was invented for player safety, which pisses everybody off.
It does.
Except for the players. And I got to believe you as a coach get angry when you have a player say, I need a day off for load management.
Load management.
Now, I realize with the money invested in these guys, you need them at peak performance in the playoffs, and if that means a night off here and there, I get all of that. I just hate it as a consumer because, again, ratings do matter for the NBA and for everybody for that matter, and the ratings are down. Why is that? Players sitting out or the style of game, combination of both?
All of the above.
You're the Golden State Warriors. You have a Steph Curry. People want to watch. He's a tune-in factor. That's good for ratings. You've added a Jimmy Butler. People want to watch. Whether he poops his pants or not, people are going to tune in to see that.
Now they may want to watch more.
Do away with the white pants.
You can't do that.
I mean, you could.
I just think maybe Jimmy didn't wipe himself very good, and he was just sweating a little too much. And
he's angling for a dude wipes endorsement deal.
Well, I hope he gets it.
Or he's just too tired to wipe.
Maybe.
I don't know. That was bad. That was bad. I mean, real bad. All-Star festivities tonight in San Francisco. Slam dunk contest. Steph Castle, we do have a Spur in it.
Yep.
That's not tonight, right? That's tomorrow night.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tonight's the rookie game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steph was talking
Rising
about
Stars.
trying to put on a show during the slam dunk contest.
I mean, I wouldn't say that. I feel like they have to take that up with themselves. I feel like they should already be playing hard. They've earned the right to play in that game. So why not go out there and try and show up?
And he should. The guy's uber athletic. I mean, right? So he's going to have something in store, and I think he'll do well. I don't know. What do you do different if you're Steph Castle that hasn't already been done? Honestly.
Yeah, I have one. I'm not going to expose it. Right. I have one. Yeah.
All right.
I'm not going to tell you.
One.
He's got one. He's got one, but he is a little nervous about it.
Yeah, I'm super confident about it. I'm excited for it. I mean, a little nervous, but I feel like the other three guys should be too. But I mean, it's just a great opportunity for us.
No, it really is. And the fact that Wemby and CP3 are going to do something on Saturday as well, that'll be pretty cool. So Spurs fans have a reason to watch all 3 days. So that's cool.
Or listen right here.
On
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Micah Parsons.
I know that guy.
We're a damn good football team.
Damn good.
And he's being a damn good teammate today.
Yeah.
We'll explain coming up here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. When you need an electrician, Hill Electric is available for both residential and commercial needs. For over 3 decades, the family-owned Hill Electric has served San Antonio homes and businesses. And whatever your project is, Hill Electric has the right service at the right price. Never a service charge, always free estimates. So it costs you absolutely nothing to figure out what it will take to get a project done. I know I've used Hill Electric at my home for a variety of projects through the years. They've added extra outlets in the garage because the builder never puts enough in there. Spotlight over one of the grills outside, dimmer lights in the living room. If you need a light moved, you got a fuse that is always blowing, you got some work at your office you need done, adding USB ports, call Hill Electric. They'll get you taken care of. 210-404-9074 is the phone number. 404-9074, or go to their website, hill-electric.com.
The Morning Huddle.
It's his food sack. He's like a kangaroo.
He's just like, oh, you need some? Let me reach into my food sack. He'll be like, oh,
I'll pull out whatever you want.
You a peanut butter sandwich? What do you got here?
Want some goldfish crackers? Got those.
I got those too. You need a Werther's?
Rob's like a
Werther.
How are you on butterscotch, young man?
The Morning Huddle with AJ and Rob. Weekday mornings 6 to 10. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
George gets justice. When you've been injured, you need to get George Salinas Injury Lawyers because you need someone who understands your pain and the impact an accident has on your life. You need someone who listens and is always there fighting for you and your future. When you get George Salinas Injury Lawyers, you get all this and more. If you've been injured, it's time to get George. And remember, you won't pay anything unless they win your case. Call George Salinas at 210-225-0909. George gets justice. GetGeorge.com.
What's wrong, Cupid?
Lost my mojo. These arrows just don't work like they used to. The facts are people fall in love thanks to Connecticut, not poor old Cupid.
You don't say.
Oh, absolutely. Look over there. She's got silky smooth hair thanks to a Connecticut water softener. He's got softer skin and cleaner clothes, and now they're all lovey-dovey. Makes me sick.
Don't feel bad, Cupid. You still have your bow and arrow.
I know a Connecticut runs on kinetic energy like my bow and arrow. There's no computer to break. A Connecticut has it all.
For limited time, receive a free reverse osmosis drinking station at your kitchen sink. $400 off with trade-in and 0% interest for 12 months with approved credit. Call Connecticut of San Antonio and the Hill Country.
You know, you're right. I love my Connecticut, too. My diaper has never looked so white. And my wings, oh, I look good.
Cupid, you can always come to work for me, but you're going to have to wear pants.
ConnecticutSA.com.
License number 38961.
Spring forward with real unlimited data from Straight Talk this tax season and get a free Samsung Galaxy A16 5G or Moto G Power 5G 2024 with select plans. So you can stream games during Mad March hours, check the weather for April showers, and watch gardening videos about May flowers. Straight Talk, real unlimited data. Available at Walmart and straighttalk.com. Offer valid through 4/15/25. Taxes and fees apply. Requires purchase of single line gold unlimited plan or higher. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com.
Order for Jennifer C. Is this my double shot, double cream, double froth, double pump, double whip, double sleeve? Yeah. Can you handle that much caffeine? Did you know Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year? Oh, really? That's great. Seriously, did you know Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year? Yeah, you just said that. Did you say I just said that? Yeah, I'm cutting you off. I can't have any more? Why not?
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
With basketball season in full swing, make watching the game a little bit more exciting with your chance to win money with Underdog, one of the leading sports apps, and you can play in Texas. You could win up to 1,000 times your money with Underdog, playing the pick'em game where you pick higher or lower on predicted stats. You can play with as little as $1, and if you get everything right on your pick'em entry, you could win up to 1,000 times your money. Yep, turn $1 into 1,000 with your hoops knowledge. Download the Underdog app and sign up using my promo code STAR to unlock a special offer of up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you make your first deposit. Must be 18 plus, 19 plus in Alabama and Nebraska, 19 plus in Colorado for some games, 21 plus in Arizona and Massachusetts, and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Void in Colorado. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org. In Arizona, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342. In New York, call the 24/7 Hope line at 1-8778-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
You know the Roo Pub is proven to be the best place to watch games with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. All the games, all the fights, and when you show up at the Roo Pub, show up hungry. The food is fantastic. Open daily at 11. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch a game. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Roo Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
Your life. Your goals, your legacy. With a dedicated Fidelity advisor, it's all part of a comprehensive plan to help grow and protect your wealth. Visit fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC. Member NYSE, SIPC.
Brian Eagle, I'm Jason Minix. Nothing but love in Philadelphia today.
Sure.
2 people shot during their parade, and GM Howie Roseman hit in the head with a beer can that left one hell of a mark, and he got up on the podium and said, I bleed for this city. Lovely.
Yes. That's nice. Didn't look like it affected him too much. He was still pretty excited about everything. So
I got to check him for a concussion. I mean, he didn't get he got pegged. I haven't seen video of him getting hit yet, but the aftermath, that'll leave a mark.
You know what it looked like? He had a Chargers logo on his head.
Well, kind of. I mean,
right?
Well, then what? I mean, somebody threw a full beer and it hit him in the head, and you can see that's where the part of the can hit him on the head. I mean, it left more of a mark than what we saw from Jimmy Butler's shorts. It was incredible.
Dude, I'm telling you, I don't know what's wrong with Philadelphia folks. They can get a little out of hand sometimes, can't they? What are you throwing full beers for? I mean, didn't your daddy tell you not to waste beer?
I mean, alcohol abuse is a punishable crime.
Wow.
We don't do that.
We don't waste beer.
No.
You don't do that.
No. I mean, I can promise you, our golf tournament coming up, April 14th, our spring golf tournament presented by Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer. There is 0 alcohol abuse at the golf course. The Golf Club of Texas is where we're going to be. Sign up, get your foursome ready to go, sasportstar.com. Always a great time out there. And, again, no alcohol abuse. We're not throwing beers at anybody.
No, we're not.
No. Shotgunning, maybe, but
and if anybody does,
no.
they'll get thrown out.
What are you, the Mavericks now?
Well, I'm telling you, you don't abuse beer on our watch.
No.
And nobody, look, the people that come to our golf tournament respect beer.
We cherish our alcohol.
Yes. They respect it.
A moment for that beer.
Yes.
Let me hear you all say, E-L-G-S-E-S, Eagles! Let's go, Birds!
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see the mayor. I'm sure she was there at some point in time, somewhere.
She still needs to be in hiding after that. I don't know. I mean, in a lot of ways, I've tried to avoid a lot of the coverage, although when you're the Super Bowl champs, you're everywhere. There's an incredible photo that I saw, Super Bowl pregame show during Get Up. Everybody across the board picked the Kansas City Chiefs, and there's photos of Jalen Hurts walking by the television, and he looks up and he sees it and just had a look like, all right, mother, yeah. And then he goes out and dominates. Then they go on the Late Show with Jimmy Fallon. Now,
this is hilarious.
Jalen Hurts is very likable, even though he plays for who he plays for.
Sure.
And it was that way in college, too. Saquon, very likable. And I might add, Saquon would not do the Fallon show unless the offensive lineman could go. He wanted to make sure, so they had to figure out, okay, well, we don't want to interview a bunch of fat dudes, but we'll shotgun beers with you. But Fallon had Saquon on with Jalen, and it led to something that now we all have to question.
The first one was doing what people are calling the Tush Push. Yeah. Is that what you call it?
It's not what I call it.
It's not what you call it. No.
Not what I call
it. What do you call it?
You know, I'm not going to say what I call it, but it's
okay, but it's not.
You know, everybody is came up with their own name for it. You know, the brotherly shove, the tush push, all these different things. It's not that.
It's not that.
No.
Okay.
I was shocked too because when I got there, I known as the tush push, but I didn't know if that's what it would be called. But I thought it was called that, and it's not called the tush push actually.
No. What is your role in the quote unquote tush push?
I think I have the easiest job, to be honest. I think I'm the one who pushes the tush.
Yeah, that's good. That was funny, and I thought they handled it well. But now I want to know what the hell they call it.
What do they call it? What is that play actually called? because apparently it's not the Tush Push or the brotherly shove. Nicknames. But what is it called in the huddle? And it must be bad that Jalen Hurts wouldn't say it or even hint. I ain't telling you. But now everybody's going to be asking. Somebody knows. But my guess is, was the old Cowboys defensive coordinator, was it Rod Marinelli that had a nickname for everybody, none of which we could say on the radio? I'm just wondering if there is a name like that, or every time Jalen says it, the center says, oh, because there you go with it. And now everybody's going to ask, what do they really call that play? Maybe the Saints head coach will tell us now that he's the Saints head coach.
He might tell us that.
I doubt it.
Well, you never
it's a well-kept secret.
But I think he won't betray that trust, will he? But I don't know. I want to know now. Now, I just Googled it, and I wrote in, I said, what do the Eagles actually call the Tush Push? And according to the Googles, and I don't know if this is right, they call it the unstoppable play.
They call it the unstoppable play?
The unstoppable play, in quotes,
Air
Stephen
quotes?
Jones. Air quotes.
I think if it were unstoppable, Jalen Hurts would have said that.
I don't think so, because he's going to piss everybody off. Because they're going to go into next year and say, well, unstoppable, huh?
It's been unstoppable for years, to the point where some in the NFL say they need to outlaw the play because nobody could stop it.
Don't tell the Buffalo Bills that.
Well, they can't execute it. But there must just be some sort of bad word associated with that play. Because, let's face it, 3rd and 3, you've got 2 downs, you could run that play. And I don't know, it's not a great football play, but it is unstoppable.
Well, for them it is. For them it is. Because even though Barkley says it's him pushing the tush, he's got help doing that. He gets one cheek and another guy gets another cheek. And that's the one thing that Buffalo didn't do. They had the smallest dude in the lineup back there. Might as well have Deuce Vaughn pushing.
Again, you can't blame Philly because somebody else can't copy what you're doing. But should that play be outlawed? Because it's going to be a discussion. And there's not really a football reason to outlaw it other than it's not an exciting play. Except for what we saw in Washington down at the goal line where it took 10 minutes because they kept jumping off sides.
Yeah.
Right? But even then, you can't stop it. And we thought with, Jason Kelce's going to retire, Philly won't be able to run it again. No, they're fine.
They're just fine.
It helps when your quarterback can squat 600 pounds.
That helps. I don't know.
A little bit.
The unstoppable play.
A little bit.
It's got to be more than that. I was very disappointed with that answer.
I'm unstoppable. I don't know. The way Jalen Hurts said that, the way Saquon talked about it, it's just got to be something so inappropriate that they can't say it on Fallon.
Maybe. Well, I want to know. Somebody's going to know because whoever watched that, and that's on everybody's show in Philadelphia and other parts of the country, just like we played it, somebody's going to want to know.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know.
Mm-hmm.
So, Philadelphia reporters, do your job. They're getting nasty on the YouTube page, by the way.
What? Who's getting nasty on the YouTube?
A few people. Suggestive.
Are they?
Yeah, like maybe. Yeah.
Well, they're right in line with I'm thinking it's going to be something like that.
Really?
Maybe.
Like.
Hey, now.
What Renee says there?
I don't see what Renee says. But Renee's got that kind of mind, so
yeah.
It's possible. No, not what Renee said.
I really want to know what it is.
O.J. Simpson on our page says he knows what it's called. Glad O.J. is tuning in from wherever he's at.
From the great beyond.
Yeah. Are you looking up or down?
That's a good question.
So, Micah Parsons tells DallasCowboys.com, he was at a charity event yesterday, that there is a plan in place for a new contract. He also says, as of today, he has no intentions of holding out of any of the offseason workouts or training camp.
That's what he says today.
Today.
But look, I take Micah at his word. I just don't think Micah wants to do that unless it just gets so bad and they're so far off that his agent's going to say, look, the only way we can get this done is for you to sit out and not do anything. But I think Micah is true to his word. I just don't think he is that kind of guy. And nothing wrong with anybody that does that. I'm just saying Micah doesn't seem like he wants to do that. I think he'd be sad sitting at home watching his teammates, work.
The quote on DallasCowboys.com, I really have a lot of respect for Jerry. We have great conversations all the time. There's definitely a plan in place. We'll just see how everything plays out. There's been no progress yet, but I'm pretty confident that something will happen, so we'll see. And again, you go back to Dak's comments when he was going through negotiations, CD's comments, and then you have to understand the personality of Micah Parsons. So they've talked. The plan is in place. Where's the number at? And my guess is Jerry is not talking numbers specifically with Micah. That's what the agent is for. But timing and everything, Micah does strike me as the kind of guy that if things weren't where he wanted them to be, if he was about to go down the CD road or down the Dak road, that he would be very open with his upsetness about that. And he just seems so confident and has, from the end of the season, everything that he's talked about, no threats, not worried about the contract, not all of that stuff just kind of feels like it's in a spot where, at least right now, he's happy with where the discussions have been. Hey, man, we're going to – and it could just be as simple as, we love you. We're going to get you taken care of when the time is right. Because for Jerry, when you get close to the league year, but nothing that seems to – like the Cowboys are about to put him through the ringer like they did CeeDee Lamb.
Well, the fascinating thing is, and it sneaks up quickly, and I wasn't real clear on when it was happening. The free agent period starts March 12th. That's less than a month away. So if the Cowboys are going to do anything, wouldn't it behoove them to have some discussions, some serious discussions with Micah Parsons about if you're going to sign the guy to a contract, well, wouldn't it be nice to get that thing done and get it done now? I mean, before free agent period starts so you can adjust the books and see what you can do if that's the route you're going to take. That's not Jerry, though. I mean, he'll wait and see, and then the free agent period will pass and nothing will happen.
The way Micah Parsons sounds is, at least as of today, February 14th. And he talked yesterday. So as of yesterday, February 13th, they're on the same page through the process, because the Cowboys do have to make other decisions first, clear money. But they've been telling us they've been clearing money and preparing for this Micah contract for a couple of years.
Yeah.
I mean, they were telling us that was one of the reasons why it was so difficult to get CD's done and Dak's done, is because how do they get all three of those contracts done? So while CD and Dak waited, maybe Micah won't have to, because kind of feels like, if you take Jerry and Steven at their word, they've already been preparing for this. Again, taking them at their word. But if Micah, as well as we know Micah and how he uses the media, if Micah wasn't happy with how things were going, I think we would all know about it. We would all know about it.
Well, time will tell, but again, we're less than a month away from the opening of the free agent period. So that might tell you all you need to know about the Cowboys' intentions and their plans for the upcoming season. Are they going to add some veteran players that are out there or not? We'll see.
Going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, it is. March
Very
12th, dude. That's quick.
Mm-hmm. Some Las Vegas strip clubs have been dealing with a string of robberies. It's not what you think.
No.
String being the key word there. We'll get into that. Coming up on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. If you're a business owner, a manager, a club leader, and you need your logo on any kind of gear, make sure you get into Sammy's Embroidery and Printing down on San Pedro, especially if you need caps made. Sam has over 25,000 caps and more than 75 color combinations on display in his showroom, including the popular Richardson 112 style trucker caps, Katie caps, Nike Cap America, to name a few. If you need t-shirts, screen printed, go see Sam. If you need your logo on a nice dress shirt, golf shirt, half zip, a hoodie, a fishing shirt, any kind of bag, you need your logo on anything, Sam will get you taken care of. Over 700 uniform lines to choose from. Sammy's Embroidery and Printing. Nobody has better prices. Sammy has all the big name brands like North Face, Eddie Bauer, Nike, Travis Matthew, Under Armour, Port Authority, to name a few. No order too big, no order too small, and Sammy's is the only company in Texas that offers one-day turnaround. Call Sammy's Embroidery and Printing, 210-824-3900, 824-3900, or get into that massive showroom down on San Pedro. It's a mile inside Loop 410, next to Big Lots across from McDonald's, or check the website, samsembroidery.com, for Sammy's Embroidery Club.
This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, KTFM Floresville.
10-yard line. Touchdown, Vegas. What a wild finish.
Your home for the NFL.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinagle here for the Golf Club of Texas. I absolutely love the Golf Club of Texas. They've made so many improvements to the golf course, from brand new cart paths to resodding the greens and fairways. You might think it's a private club, but it's not. It's open to the public 7 days a week. Best rates are always online at golfclubtexas.com. That's golfclubtexas.com. The Golf Club of Texas, you know where it is, right there off Briggs Ranch Road off Highway 90. The Golf Club of Texas is the friendliest golf course in Texas.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Hit a home run for happy hour and ask your Twin Peaks girl about local specials on drafts, cocktails, shots, and more.
Wow! Most cars and pickup trucks can have a ceramic film installed by the experts at Mother's Window Tint, starting at just $199. That's an incredible price. If you shop around, you'll find that competitors charge hundreds of dollars more. Plus, it's not a one-size-fits-all solution. Mother's Window Tint offers up to 60 different film options to fit all price ranges. Since 1984, Mother's Window Tint has been known as the home of the tint and alarm special. If you're looking to enhance your vehicle security to the highest level, visit Mother's Window Tint today, where security systems start at just $3.99. Call us at 210-496-3454. That's 210-496-3454. Or visit us online at motherswindowtint.com. And remember, do it at Mothers and save!
Hey you, I knew I'd find you back in the same aisle. What are you looking for today? More fiber, more laxatives, more of the same ways to manage your constipation? Look, if your constipation with belly pain keeps coming back, you may have irritable bowel syndrome with constipation, or IBS-C. Ask your doctor how Linzess can help you get ahead of it.
Linzess linaclotide is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. It's not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LANZESS.
Being arrested is embarrassing, humiliating, and potentially life-changing. If you want to rewrite the script on the worst night of your life, then you're going to need a stable of aggressive and skilled attorneys. I'm Gary Barton, owner of Barton & Associates, Attorneys at Law. We are here to get your life and reputation back. Visit TexasArrest.com or call 210-500-0000. That's 210-5-MILLION. As a former major crimes prosecutor, I've seen almost every type of arrest scenario play out. From small degree drug accusations to death penalty capital murders, I've handled almost every type of case the state of Texas can charge you with. At Barton & Associates, we know how to flip the script and get your life back on track. Call us at 210-500-0000. That's 210-5-MILLION. Or visit us at TexasArrest.com. That's TexasArrest.com. Barton & Associates, we are here to get your life and reputation back.
Principal Office, San Antonio.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
The NBA All-Star Weekend gets underway tonight with the Rising Stars game. Spurs rookie Steph Castle will be in action. It all begins at 8 o'clock. You can listen to it right here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Tomorrow it's All-Star Saturday night with the Skills Challenge. Wemby and CP3 will be competing. Then there's the dunk contest where Castle once again will be in action. Finally, the three-point contest. All of it gets underway at 7 o'clock.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
Joe Reinagel.
That's the third time in 7 seasons the San Antonio Spurs are the NBA champions.
Jason Minix.
They go back to big day as Super Bowl champions. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
It's the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. He's Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix. Glad to have you along on this Friday, Valentine's Day.
February 14th.
Bah humbug over here.
Bah humbug.
Is there a term for bah humbug Valentine's? Like bah humbug is, the...
Pretty universal.
Does it work for other holidays?
I would say, yeah. I mean, it's... We know it for Christmas, right, from that Scrooge dude. So, it works. Bah humbug.
Are you going to be in a better mood later when you go to dinner?
Yeah, because it's Friday, and it's the weekend.
All right.
Yes. I'm in a great mood. I'm just saying, we ought to, some florist or chocolate guy or Hallmark came up with a fake holiday.
Uh-huh.
It's not really a holiday. It's just a...
It's in a month, as we celebrate March 14th, you won't have the same bah humbug attitude.
No, of course not.
Also made up holiday.
Well, sure.
But
it's made up for the right reasons.
Yeah, all the right reasons.
This is, honey, I love you. Whether it's February 14th or March, whatever, it doesn't matter. September, July, October.
Just get flowers on a random Tuesday.
Exactly. That would mean more to me if I was a girl than you waiting till February 14th to do it. Right? And give me some flowers on February 15th. And I'll be pissed off at you for a day, and then you surprise me with flowers on the 15th.
So she knows that you bought them on sale?
Well, it's probably a hell of a lot less expensive,
less expensive, sir.
I was wrong. You were right. There's very few things I regret saying on this show. That is one.
What?
Trying to be a stand-up guy. You were right. Trying to be a stand-up guy. The one time I've been wrong in the 3+ years I've been here.
The one time?
The one time.
I mean, Pledge wears that button out.
Yeah, whatever. It's the one regret I have.
The one?
Yes.
That's the one?
Well, job-wise.
Oh.
I'm just a straight black guy. Exactly. You couldn't tell that, could you?
That you're straight?
Or a black guy. Either way.
Let's do the headline blitz.
This is Jason and Joe's Headline Blitz. Two guys, two opinions, never enough time.
I'd imagine a lot of people celebrating Valentine's in Las Vegas. Probably heading to one of those strip clubs in Las Vegas. You hear it all the time about, different establishments, the robberies that go on and the pros, and you go, all right, so there's a headline, Vegas strip club hit by robbers. And, a lot of cash. Sure, people are brave, and they'll break into stuff, and, the pros, man, they can be in and out in a hurry. I mean, sometimes you see those videos, and you go, damn, man, they knew exactly what they were doing. But it's not what you think, this article. It's not cash that is getting stolen from the string of robberies at these Las Vegas strip clubs.
It's the clothing, or lack thereof, that the strippers are wearing, the G-strings and stuff. And apparently, I'm reading this article, and somebody said that these G-strings can be as much as $150.
Well, it's a high-quality thong.
Yeah.
That's how it's described in the article.
High quality. I guess it's got to be strong enough for those dollar bills to fit in there.
On and off that many times, I sure.
Dude, I've been to strip clubs in Vegas.
Yeah.
You have as well.
Yes.
And they're very good. There's a lot of high quality everything in there. So,
but $150 for a thong thing seems outrageous.
But that's what people are stealing. That's got to be an inside job, right? It's got to be an inside job. But they're stealing it, and I guess, and I've never been to one of these, but apparently there are some all nude ones there, and those are obviously more attractive to these burglars than.
Well, because all the clothes are sitting on the floor.
Sure. It's just crazy. I saw that. I'm like, what the hell?
What the hell?
There's a rash going around.
That's a different article.
Well,
that's a whole.
Well, you never know.
That is a whole different. But I do wonder, though, as you read this, because I don't want to think about what some dude is doing stealing a $150 thong, but is it other strippers?
You're a dumb butt.
Is it other strippers stealing the lingerie?
Could be.
Because I don't think most of that's big enough to write your name in it.
Well, it depends. If it's high quality, it's probably got a high quality cotton lining.
Careful.
Right? I mean, if you got a good Sharpie, I'm sure that would work.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Hey, no, that's not.
Does this one smell better than the other?
Oh, I knew you were going to go there.
Well, I'm just saying.
It was hairy.
Why else would you do it?
Because it's $150. Did they sell it at the used lingerie store?
Do they have those? That's gross. The used thong store. Only the best here.
A whole new meaning to the thong song.
Oh.
I remember one time I was in Vegas with the guys, and we ended up at a strip club. And I was helping my buddy Joel out because he would have gotten in trouble. So I went to the ATM for him. And I didn't get in trouble for the amount of money that I pulled out of the ATM twice.
Uh-huh.
I got in trouble for the $60 service charge at the ATM.
Yeah.
Twice.
So the money you pulled out was fine. It was just
my wife was more upset that there was a $60 service fee at the ATM at the strip club.
I see. Well, I get that, I guess. Although that $2,000 you pulled out, she was fine with that.
It wasn't quite $2,000. The max was $800, which is why I had to go twice. It was a great night.
I'm sure it was.
But that's what I got in trouble for, was the service fees that I had to pay.
Well,
and I was and I told her, I was like, well, it doesn't matter. USA covers that. And she was like, not up to that much money. I didn't realize that. I thought with the they cover your ATM fees, but there is a limit that they actually cover.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I do, because they didn't cover the $60.
Did they cover some of it?
Yeah, $20.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
So what's the big deal?
I was still in trouble for that.
Yeah, well, I get it. That's fine. Because I've done that at a casino, right? And you go sometimes if you need money off the
The only machine that wins for you sometimes.
Well, yeah, but I mean, just the ATM machine's not that bad. But if you get desperate and your limit's and you got to go to the cashier, then that's when they charge you the $60, $70 to pull money off your credit card. And I don't recommend that. I haven't done that in a long time, but I have done it. And yeah, it's a lot. And I'm with Wells Fargo, and they cover that too, but not all of it.
Not all of it.
Not all of that.
Yeah. They'll cover your ATM fees, not your dumbass fees.
Right. Exactly. Hey, dumbass, you should have taken more money or stop gambling.
Yeah.
One of the two.
Yeah, this is your sign to stop.
Mm-hmm.
Stop. Did you hear Shaq last night?
Yes.
When I first saw this, I thought this had to be some sort of AI thing. But apparently, Shaq literally said this on television.
In the words of Marshawn Lynch, I'm tired of America. We getting fired anyway, Ernie.
In case you didn't see it, he's tired as poop.
Uh-huh.
And we're getting fired anyway.
F it.
F it. On live television. I didn't think that was illegal on TNT, though. I mean, seriously.
You know, Pat McAfee is trying to change all the rules. The first part of that was probably okay. The second part, probably not. Although he didn't get fired, he got a $15 million guaranteed contract today. Well, Turner's losing the NBA, but they're keeping the crew together, and then it's announced today that Shaq gets a whole new contract.
Well, maybe, and now you're going to see Ernie and Charles and everybody else stand up and start just, going off on a tangent.
Mm-hmm. See, if you tried that, we'd get fired.
I know.
A different F word.
Well, Shaq is Shaq.
And if Shaq got fired, I don't think he would be okay.
He'd be just fine.
He's going to be okay.
Would be just fine.
Yeah. Crazy video. You ever?
Oh my gosh!
And again, I'm asking the wrong person. Whales in the middle of the ocean are incredible.
Yes,
they really are incredible. There's video of a kayaker off the coast of Chile who gets swallowed by a whale and survived. The whale spit him out.
It's the craziest damn thing. I guess the guy didn't taste very good. Not sure, but obviously the whale realized that wasn't exactly what he thought it was. Spit the guy out. But can you imagine the stories you're telling? I read there's an article about it, and the guy said he could feel the slime inside. So he was physically inside this whale's mouth.
Uh-huh.
And didn't get chomped on, but he could feel the slime in there. And then the next thing he knows, he's out. But he never saw it coming. The dude's on his kayak, and he's going back to the big boat that his father's actually taking video of this.
Yeah.
And the whale just snatches him. Boom. He never saw it coming.
Dude, this humpback whale, and he's gone in this video for, I don't know, 15, 20 seconds, maybe more. I mean, scary. But I know especially when I was in the Navy, you're out in the ocean, and you see whales and dolphins and stuff playing, jumping out of the water. It's cool to see. But if you're in a little boat, you wouldn't see that coming. You would not.
He never saw it coming.
No. We used to do take old meat, put them on these grappling hooks, and go fishing for shark. And then the cooks would serve a shark. But when that chum is in the water, the amount of whale, sharks, dolphin that come around, it's pretty crazy.
I'm sure it is. Look, dude, I don't want to mess with wildlife. So unless I'm in a big boat, I'm not out in the middle of the ocean. Not in a kayak, I'll tell you that. Especially now.
Don't be a weenie.
Dude, I'll be a weenie. You can call me a weenie all you want. I'm not getting in there. I'm not doing it.
You know, Fred has a great question on YouTube. The humpback whale, did it happen on
Hump Day?
It might have. I didn't see what day it was.
Well, the video surfaced yesterday, so probably it might have been Wednesday.
Could have been Wednesday.
Then it makes the news and starts going viral Thursday and Friday.
Wow.
So it's possible.
Huh.
All you people staying on dry land.
Yes.
The ocean is a wonderful spot.
It's great if I'm in a big boat. I got no problem with it. I enjoy that.
So
I'll
when you're down at the coast and you're sitting on the beach and decide you need a 30-second swim and you walk down to about waist-deep water, you're not worried about a whale there?
No, I just sit. I just go to where the water's coming and I sit down. Why go all the way out there? It's not good. I mean, I used to go out there in the ocean all the time, and I'll do that still, but.
So you sit when you got to go?
Well, at the beach.
Ryan Eagle sits
sure
to
do.
pee.
Yep, at the beach sometimes. Sure do.
You just walk out far enough, waist deep, you're good.
Well, you can do that too.
Would you just walk close enough just to plop down right there?
Just sit down right there, yeah. All little kids with their pails and shovels.
There's Uncle Joe taking a leak.
Daddy, why'd the water turn yellow?
Well, it got warm.
Probably at that point, it's as far as he can walk.
That's true.
Well, you know me, Pledge. It doesn't take many beers to start the trek. The beach is fun.
Eric Bishop, we don't belong in the ocean. No reason to go swimming in it.
I agree with you.
Swimming in the ocean is great. Surfing is great.
If you got the stones to do that, then go do it. I'm not doing it.
But when you see those videos, yeah, I mean, the ocean doesn't belong to you. You're a guest.
You are.
You are a guest.
And the problem is you don't know what's swimming around you, and maybe that's a good thing.
You don't want to know what's swimming around.
No, but you know what?
I was a dumb question for you. You ever gone scuba diving?
I never have, but I want to, honestly. I do. Maggie is a certified scuba diver.
Scuba diving is incredible.
Yeah.
There's a place in Cuba that might be one of the best places I ever went scuba diving. Now, granted, early 90s when, Guantanamo Bay was still a Navy base and, you could go there. Well, the servicemen could go there. Cuba's great if you ever get a chance to go, but there is scuba diving there. You can go, 100, 150 feet down. It's incredible. But you see all kinds of things that you don't realize exist.
Well, I've always been told, like shark attacks, if you're in the water with them, you're less likely to get attacked. Whether you're on top, they think you're a seal.
Yeah.
So I do want to do that. And I've always wanted to do this, and this sounds nuts. I want to get one of those shark cages, right? I want to do that and get in there and yeah.
Like in the ocean.
Yes. You can do it and I think there's in Mexico or there's places you can do it, but it's really expensive.
You can do I've done that at SeaWorld where you get into the cage and you throw chum out and the sharks come right up close to you. You could do that. You could do that at SeaWorld.
I want to do it. If I'm going to do it, it's going to be in the real live ocean.
We did in
SeaWorld.
Belize. They take you out in a boat near the reef and then you jump in the water and all these nurse sharks come around because they're not going to bite you.
Oh, yeah?
That's pretty damn cool.
What are they called?
Nurse sharks.
Nurse sharks.
Yes. That's a lot of fun.
They take your blood pressure?
No. Yeah, you're so funny.
Sorry.
I mean, it is a shark, so your heart is racing. And you're not sober. Or at least I wasn't.
No.
It's hard to be sober in Belize.
Well, it's hard to be sober anywhere like that.
True.
I mean, yeah.
But when you're jumping in the water with sharks and, the guy tells you, these are fine. You're taking his word for it.
Well, sure. I do want to do that. That's on the bucket list, though.
Well, do it.
I'm
do it.
I'm going
Think
to
about all the money you saved on flowers this Valentine's Day. You could afford to go swim with sharks.
You think?
Yeah.
It's a little more expensive than that. I was told it's like $5,000 to do that.
Oh.
Yeah. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. It was my goofy brother that told me that, so I'm not sure.
I mean, it's Mexico. It might be $5,000, but if you tell the guy you got $50, he might take you out.
He might do it in one of those rusty cages.
Yeah. It's fine.
Uh-huh.
It's fine.
You'll be fine, buddy.
You'll be fine.
I do want to do that, though, and I want to go scuba diving, too. So I'm not completely opposed to getting in the water, but I won't be in a kayak in the middle of the ocean. I don't know what the hell that dude was thinking.
He was probably having a good time until he wasn't.
It's just like, whoa. Oh.
But now he's got a story to tell.
Yeah, maybe he's glad he pooped his pants. The well shot him back out. Now, I would have pooped my pants if that happened, I promise you. I think I'd have lost all of them.
Jimmy Butler, line 2.
Yeah. Woo.
The Kansas City Chiefs have reportedly given Travis Kelce a deadline.
Uh-huh.
He's got a month to figure out life. We'll explain coming up here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. You know me. You listen to this show enough, you know the Roo Pub is my go-to spot. No better place to go watch a game or a big event, big fight, all-star activities this weekend than at the Roo Pub. And when you get into the Roo, go hungry. The food there is fantastic. They got the biggest and best wings in town, about 15 different burgers on the menu. They've got the original Wemby burger. They've got a great bison burger. I love their fried shrimp. They've got great appetizers, great salads, and that kitchen is open late every day with the full menu available. If you are single today, chances are, Roo Pub, just saying. Just saying. It's where Pledge is going to be. Go give him some competition. The Roo Pub has happy hour weekdays from 11 to 6. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and certainly the best place to watch a game. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant, the Roo Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
Are you facing divorce, a child custody battle, or a complex family dispute? AJ here for the Hicks Law Firm. Attorney John Hicks brings unique experience to the table. As a veteran and first responder, he knows the challenges, he knows the pressure, and he knows how to fight for what's yours. The Hicks Law Firm offers flat-free representation from beginning to end and payment plans so you can get representation now. Visit jhickslawfirm.com for a free consultation. That's jhickslawfirm.com, a local law firm with the national resources you need to win.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. And now save 50% on the new Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Plus free home delivery. Ends President's Day. Exclusively to Sleep Number store near you. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
At the UPS store, we know being a small business owner means holiday time is still go time. Still get those orders shipped time. And still re-up on stamps and supplies time. That's why this upcoming holiday, while others close up shop, we'll be open. And happy to help you keep being unstoppable. Come into your local store today. Most locations are independently owned. Product services, pricing, and hours of operation may vary. See Center for details. The UPS store. Be unstoppable.
Jackson Hewitt makes taxes feel like a yacht rock song.
April breeze, give me my biggest tax refund, please. You, me, and a lifetime accuracy guarantee.
And now get $100 just to try Jackson Hewitt. Does your tax person do that?
Say goodbye to that no guarantee tax guy.
Ready to sail through tax season? Go to Jackson Hewitt and you'll be... Limited time offer for new clients. Participating locations only. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com.
You ever try fixing your car and realize you're missing that one part? Yeah, been there. That's why eBay's my go-to. They've got millions of parts, guaranteed to fit. I'm talking brake pads for when yours have seen one too many miles of stop and go. Oil filters, because you don't mess around with your engine care. Even got this cold air intake on my watch list. I might just go for it. To keep the ride cool and your DIY streak hot. Find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Rock's Discount Vitamins and More wants to thank God and San Antonio for making Rock's the king of supplements. Are you losing weight, building muscle, or just getting healthy? Rock's has you covered. Weight loss and muscle building packages starting at just $75. Plus, get a free in-body scan in 15 seconds with the In-Body 270 analysis. Start tracking your results today. The pros at Rock's know their products, how they work, and what's best for your health and fitness goals. Call 210-342-7625 or visit rocksdiscountvitamins.com.
ZipRecruiter is the place. ZipRecruiter is the place for talented teachers, savvy software developers, and master mixologists. ZipRecruiter is the place where you meet all these people and more. That's because ZipRecruiter is the place for job seekers who are looking for new opportunities. In fact, ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day, so you can find the right candidates right away. It's no wonder that ZipRecruiter is the place for skilled skydiving instructors, accomplished airbrush artists, and proficient pediatricians. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter to hire, you're missing out. ZipRecruiter is the place that's so confident it can make your hiring easier that it lets you try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. So if you want the right candidates for all your roles, ZipRecruiter is the place to go. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
This is the home of the Aggies, and this is Andrew Monaco. You're locked on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good Lord, Pledge. All of a sudden, we're sounding like a soccer mom station.
Wow.
Come on. It is the Blitz here on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. He's Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix.
Howdy.
Valentine's Day.
Yes, it is.
What did Al Green do to you?
No kidding.
How many times do you play this as bumper music? Once a year?
It's a special day is what I hear.
People aren't tuning into us, I hope, to get ready for later tonight.
Well, they might be.
Oh, that'd be a...
Oh, that's a great idea, Jim. You never know, Minix.
Bad idea.
You never know. We get people in the mood 5 days a week.
In the mood for what?
Well, that's your own definition. I got to warm up the pipes.
I mean, if people are tuning in to us for dating advice, marital advice, how to be romantic.
Yeah, Joe's toes. Is that my wife's voice? Joe's toes, yummy. Joe's toes, put them in my mouth.
Oh, you gotta give him that huck to and spit on that thing. You get me?
See, I get love letters all the time. Every time I show my toes.
You'll never show your toes again.
You never know when that might happen. Cameras all over the studio.
What?
Cameras all over the studio.
Are there?
Yeah.
Are they working, though?
Yes, they are. You see that? Wave to the people that are on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Nobody on YouTube wants to see your feet again, and certainly not on a day like today.
Might get them in the mood.
For what?
Well, I don't know. Joe's toes. Y'all just let me know. I take requests.
Well, that's Daddy.
That's right. That's Daddy. It's Friday, dude.
It is Friday.
Wait a second. Hold on.
What?
Hold on. Yeah, I guess Eric Bishop hasn't watched in a long time, but I've got a 90s goatee. Is that right? Hey, Joe, the 90s called. They want their goatee back. All right. I got it.
Eric is a great longtime listener. I mean,
he is.
You know, this station just turned 17 a week ago, and Eric has probably been a listener since we started. But he travels a lot for work, and so he's got, with his seasonal business, there's times where, he's just on the road doing stuff, and sometimes he's wherever in the country, and he'll be tuned in. So his focus on the show and interaction is sporadic.
We're happy to have you.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, if he hasn't tuned in a while, at least on the YouTube, and seen your wonderful goatee that's been around since November, but the 90s, the fact that it's epic 90s goatee.
Well, see, Eric, when I used to interview Malik Rose, I couldn't have a goatee back then, or I probably would have. It's the first time I've had facial hair in my whole life. So, well, I say that. I had a mustache when I got out of high school.
Your porn stash back in the day?
It wasn't exactly a mustache, but I'm just saying it was.
You tried?
I tried. I'll see how this works out and how much longer it lasts.
I used to have a bad mustache, too.
Yeah?
I mean,
bad mustache. You saying I got a bad mustache?
Yeah, I mean, kind of. But
jealousy around this place, man.
I used to I used to have a bad mustache because it matched my fake ID. You know, I'm the old school where you just had somebody else's ID. You know, not like the kids today that can order one from China or wherever it comes from with their picture on it and their information. We didn't like the kids today. They can get it where it can scan on the back and go through all that kind of stuff. I mean, mine said I was 27, but I had to I grew a very bad mustache to match the fake ID. Although at the time I didn't realize how bad it was.
Well, back in those days, nobody gave a damn. I mean, honestly, and I'm a little bit older than you, and when I was
a decade older.
Well, I didn't need a fake ID back then. It was like, okay. I forget the first time I went to Vegas. I was 20 years old. Nobody checked a thing. It was great.
Mm-hmm. I needed a fake ID. You had to have a fake ID for most places because, granted, Copper's Cove. You could go to Copper's Cove back then. Coryell County was a dry county, so you couldn't buy any alcohol in Copper's Cove. If you went to Killeen, they were kind of strict because Fort Hood, so all the soldiers.
Yeah.
Right? But, I mean, as long as you had an ID. But in Lampasas, there was a beer barn, and you could show your high school ID card as long as you showed something and get what you needed. But other places, you would have to have the fake ID.
Dude, there was a convenience store in Alice, Texas, that if you could be a 3-year-old, if you had enough money, they were selling you whatever you wanted. Didn't matter.
Yeah, you know how it is.
It's called the Ice Box.
The Ice Box.
The Ice Box. And that's where we would go because there was no issues. We could go to the Ice Box and get whatever we wanted.
The beer barn was always a safe bet. But the Lampasas cops a lot of times would be sitting right there. So if the cop was available or the cop was nearby, then you would have to go somewhere else because obviously there's a cop standing right there. So the fake ID was necessary to get the beer and the Boone's Farm and the Mad Dog 2020.
We always found a way.
Always.
That's
if there's a will, there's a way.
Yep.
What are you laughing at, Pledge?
Somebody just called him with a name for Joe's goatee.
Uh-oh. What'd they say? Why didn't they stay on the line?
Must be like the real name of Tush Push.
So you're saying you can't say it on the air. Is that what you're saying, Pledge?
This is great radio with
I don't know what he's
pause.
doing there. Yeah.
He calls timeout right in the middle of the show. Oh, he's going to... you can't say that. You can't say that. Yeah. You can't say that.
No, that's pretty good.
That was good. I haven't heard that one since the 8th grade.
Wait, you remember that old sign? Mustache rides for a nickel? Oh, my goodness. It is Friday, isn't it?
It is Friday. It is Friday. People are wanting you to put it in the chat. Trust me, you've heard it. Go back to high school.
Hey, that's what we do here. We're all, a little immature mentally.
Mentally.
Yes.
Mentally. Let's talk some NFL coming up. Travis Kelce, who has a bad stash, he's got decisions to make. By March 14th, which is a great holiday, we'll explain his deadline coming up here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
First, let me talk about something I really love talking about, and that's my friends at Stevens Roofing. Family-owned company, local company, best in the business, and I know that because they've been in business for a long time. And you certainly don't stay in business as long as Stevens Roofing has been in business if you're not doing it right, and they are certainly doing it right. And in San Antonio, South Texas, you need a good quality roofer because, there's all kinds of different weather that we deal with. We obviously know the heat in the summer. That can damage your roof. You got the storms in the springtime with the hail and all of that stuff. That can damage the roof. But even the freezing temperatures that we just had, 2-3 weeks ago, that can cause damage. Because, look, Texas roofs are not designed for winter weather. When that ice and snow melt, that water seeps into the little cracks, then it refreezes. That creates bigger cracks, and, well, that could result in loose shingles and leaks that could damage your home. You want to call the trusted professionals at Stevens Roofing. Now is not the time for DIY fixes. Call Stevens Roofing today. They'll come out. They'll look at your roof for free. Call them at 210-785-0994. You can also visit them online at stevensroofing.net. Look, don't let Texas weather catch you off guard. Call Stevens Roofing. You got to keep your roof safe for you and your family and every possession that you have. Stevens Roofing is here to make sure that you are always covered. Stevens Roofing, protecting Texas families one roof at a time. That phone number again, 210-785-0994.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Tuesday on the Morning Huddle, fresh off a holiday. I hope y'all are ready. Lots to talk about.
That's right. NBA All-Star Game over the weekend, and the Four Nations face-off continues. We'll talk about that as it comes to a head. Morning Huddle, party starts at 6.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. Morning 6 to 10 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
In Texas, your spouse can claim alimony after just 10 years of marriage. Do you know your countdown? I guarantee she does. I'm Gary Barton, owner of Barton & Associates, attorneys at law. If you're considering divorce, it's absolutely crucial to understand your options right now. Don't let alimony catch you off guard. Protect what you've built and secure your hard-earned assets. Visit TexasDivorce.com. At Barton & Associates, we focus on navigating the complexities of divorce law to ensure you're not left vulnerable. Divorce is tough, but you have a choice. Take control of the process or allow your spouse to dictate the terms. If you're serious about safeguarding what you have built and your financial future, Barton & Associates is the team for you. We'll act swiftly and decisively, ensuring that you're not taken advantage of. Call Barton & Associates at 210-500-0000. That's 210-5-MILLION. Or visit TexasDivorce.com. That's TexasDivorce.com.
Principal Office, San Antonio.
Guys, did you know your testosterone affects everything in your system, including how you feel and perform every day? Right now, Revive Men's Health San Antonio will check your testosterone for free. Knowing your T levels is the first step in understanding if you have low T. Your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED. Maintaining an appropriate T level can change your whole life. Most men start to see changes in their hormone levels in their 30s. Experience and results matter. So what are you waiting for? Get your T levels checked today by local, experienced, and trusted men's health experts. They've helped thousands of men since 2011. They're so confident they can help you, they even guarantee it. Call Revive today and schedule your free testosterone test, free exam, and free consultation. Call Revive Men's Health at 210-615-7777. That's 210-615-7777. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
Mike Rowe here with a quick question. Have you noticed cracks in your drywall, chimney, or exterior walls? I hope not, because if you have, they could be indications that you've got a much bigger problem with your foundation. That's where Groundworks comes in. They can honestly assess your situation and create a plan to stabilize your foundation. Schedule your free inspection at groundworks.com/row. And while you're there, check out my latest dirty job. It's a good one.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch? Every day, from lunch to late night. Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
We're honoring the pursuit of brews and barrel-aged bourbon every Friday at our Bourbon and Brews Party. Head over to Twin Peaks Fridays from 5 to 7 and experience a lingerie costume party paired with exceptional bourbons, tastings, and giveaways. Cheers!
Wow! Most cars and pickup trucks can have a ceramic film installed by the experts at Mother's Window Tint starting at just $199. That's an incredible price. If you shop around, you'll find that competitors charge hundreds of dollars more. Plus, it's not a one-size-fits-all solution. Mother's Window Tint offers up to 60 different film options to fit all price ranges. Since 1984, Mother's Window Tint has been known as the home of the tint and alarm special. If you're looking to enhance your vehicle security to the highest level, visit Mother's Window Tint today, where security systems start at just $3.99. Call us at 210-496-3454. That's 210-496-3454. Or visit us online at motherswindowtint.com. And remember, do it at Mothers and save!
Circa Las Vegas. Woo! We want you to join us at Circa Las Vegas, an unforgettable Mega March weekend, March 27th through the 30th, opening day of Major League Baseball, second round of the tournament, Sweet 16 round. We'll have the Blitz live at Stadium Swim that Thursday and Friday. Then, of course, we're staying for the weekend. It's always incredible. Promo code BLITZ at circalasvegas.com, or you can go to sasportstar.com. Ryan has put a fancy link up there that will take you right to the page that already has the discounted rooms right there. So plan now to hang out with us at Circa Las Vegas for a Mega March weekend.
It's going to be a lot of fun. It really is. And if you haven't been to Circa, I tell you what, you talk about a bucket list item. If you're a sports fan, even if you're not, the place is fantastic. But if you are a sports fan, it is the place for you. The sports book inside and then the one outside is just absolutely fantastic.
So while it is Valentine's Day, the NFL does a great job of, owning basically every month of the calendar year. So you'll have the combine, then you'll have free agency. The Kansas City Chiefs have reportedly given Travis Kelce 1 month to figure out what the hell he is going to do. Is he going to come back and play, or is he going to retire? They need to know, so he apparently has a deadline.
Well, and there's a reason, because on the 15th, if he's still on the roster, he gets $12 million.
Oh, yeah.
So that's one of the reasons, obviously, but that's a big reason for Kansas City. So I'm kind of surprised they're giving him the option, to be honest with you. And I guess it's the respect and all the things that he's done for the franchise, but they're going to let him decide whether he wants to come back or not. And look, again, and I've heard other talking heads, say he needs to stay, he needs to do this. I just don't want to see Travis Kelce the way I saw him this year. He just looked old, he looked slow, and in a lot of games just like he was just not into it. But if he comes back, I'm a big Travis Kelce fan. I think he's great.
Kansas City has another tight end in Noah Gray, and they've already paid that guy. So they're prepared for his eventual departure, whether it's this year or if he tries to go another run. The fact that he was talking about it the way he was the other day on the New Heights podcast, talking about, I'm going to kick the can down the road, I'm not ready, all these playoff games that he's had to play, all those extra games, they do add quite a toll. And in off season, his priorities, can he dedicate enough? And life with Taylor Swift, say what you want, but that adds a lot of layers to it. It's one thing to add a girlfriend or future wife, but when she is a star and you spend a lot of the off season following her, doing things, did you properly prepare for the season? And so at least if he comes back next year, he'll have a better idea of what he needs to do to make sure his body is ready to go for the start of the season. Last year, it looked like he had a lot of fun in the offseason.
Yeah.
And I don't blame him. And again, new love versus, all right, I've been there, done that. I don't know what Taylor Swift's tour plans are this year, but maybe she won't be all over the world.
It just is going to depend on what he wants to do. Obviously, he doesn't need the money. He and his brother have the podcast that they just sold for $100 million. He's made a lot of money in the NFL. He does a lot of commercials, he and his brother. And I'm sure if he wanted to, would probably get offers from one of the networks to do some stuff. So hey, he's not going to have an issue. The only thing he's got to decide is he done playing? And when you listen to him on the podcast, one moment he said, no, I'm going to check it out. And then it sure takes a big toll on your body. You got to get up. And that's a lot of players say that. They just don't want to go through the whole training camp thing and the OTAs and all of that stuff that they have to go through as well. So we'll see what Travis decides to do. But he's going to be fine either way.
He is. And again, had they won the Super Bowl, the decision's probably a lot easier.
Yep.
Do you want to go out after losing the Super Bowl? Everybody wants to go out on top. And you look at that Chiefs team, and you wonder, as dominant as they have been, can they make another run? Can they get to 4 straight Super Bowls? They couldn't complete the 3-peat. Can they get to 4? And you look at ESPN.com, they've got 2025 predictions from 13 of their NFL experts, and only one has the Chiefs getting back to the Super Bowl. And that's got to factor into Travis's decision, too. What went wrong this year? Because they didn't dominate every game like they used to.
No, not at all.
But they still won. And they got back there because they know how to win until that final game, and they got embarrassed. Does Travis look at that roster and say, yeah, we've got a shot to get back? Or does he look at it and say, no? And the other part, while he is due a pretty massive roster bonus on March 15th, will Kansas City want him to redo his deal to be a little bit cheaper and team-friendly based on his production in 2024?
I would think absolutely they would. Now, I think they'd pay him the roster bonus of the $12.5 million because that doesn't count against the salary cap. But, yeah, I would think so. And I don't know what he's got left. But the fact that they're giving him the option, I think, is a really cool thing for Kansas City to do because of the respect that they have for him and saying, look, it's up to you. You want to come back, come back. If you want to retire, retire. It's up to you. I like that. A lot of respect for a guy that's done a lot for that franchise. But, again, the AFC is just a monster. It's a monster. So the chances of them getting back, I would give them the odds-on favorite. I wouldn't bet against them. But Buffalo's going to improve. Baltimore's going to be there. The Texans are going to be there. Cincinnati, I expect to be better than they were. And so it's just a monster over there. With the quarterback play that they have in the AFC, it's a monster. So it's tough to get back year after year after year. And, again, you mentioned it. I mean, Kansas City has played deep into the postseason several years in a row. And that's got to take a toll on all of those guys.
On the AFC side of things, of these 13 experts, and again, one picked Kansas City, there are 3 teams that are expected to be in the Super Bowl next year from the AFC side. I'll just run through them real quick. Lions over Ravens, Bills over Rams, seems a little out there, Chiefs over Commanders, Eagles over Bills, Bengals over Commanders, Bills over Lions, Ravens over Eagles, Bills over Lions, Ravens over Packers, Ravens over Lions, Ravens over Eagles, Packers over Bengals, Ravens over Eagles. Baltimore getting a lot of love. And the NFC East, not the Cowboys, getting a lot of love. And what does surprise me on that is easy to say before the draft and free agency, towards the end of the year, who are the best teams and what do they have coming back. But I am surprised to see a couple picking Washington to get there, like they're going to take the next step. Last year, it felt like Houston was in that mix a lot. And this year, C.J. Stroud and that Texans team took a step back. Will Washington and Jaden Daniels take a step back? They're going to play a bit tougher schedule just from where they finished. The tape that's on Jaden Daniels, in Washington, like Kansas City, won a lot of games late. The cardiac command skin nickname, adjusted for me, they won a lot of games late. You wonder just really what do they have coming back? Now, a lot of tea leaves say that T. Higgins could end up in Washington. As a Cowboy fan, that scares me. And Myles Garrett could end up in Washington. You know, the odds of Washington making a trade with Cleveland to get Myles Garrett, if they get one or two or both of those guys, holy crap.
Well, and they can do that. They got a rookie quarterback first and foremost. But yeah, I mean, what does Washington need? They need to improve their defense. Myles Garrett would certainly do that right off the bat, and they need another wide receiver. You get a T. Higgins there with Terry McLaurin. Ooh. My goodness, that would be unbelievable, and Washington would have to be your favorite. That's why I like seeing these predictions, but there's so much road to cross before you even have a clue. What is Cincinnati going to do? If they lose T. Higgins, they're going to sign Jamar Chase. He's going to be there, but they've got to improve their defense. That's where they've got to improve. Their defense was horrible last year. I mean, they were scoring 30 points a game and losing ball games. So they've got to improve. Buffalo needs to improve. They've got to improve their defense as well. I've heard rumors that Myles Garrett they could be a player in the Myles Garrett sweepstakes. So a lot of journey to go, and I want to see those same predictions like in June. You know, after everything is said and done, after every free agent has gone wherever they're going to go, after every trade has been made and the draft, and then those can go out. We can sit here and look all day long at what teams are now, but what are they going to be 3 months from now? And I think that's when you start making those predictions. You can certainly make them then, and it's going to be a lot more accurate, I think, than it will be right now.
Now, one of the interesting things when it comes to Myles Garrett, and I'm not sure if this is Mike Florio throwing spaghetti on the wall or something that he's heard. Now, he doesn't write that he's heard this, so it could be spaghetti on the wall, but could it be spaghetti on the wall from something that he heard? And Washington does have the cap space to do this. Myles Garrett, they could put a trade kicker in this thing. If you want Myles Garrett, you have to take Deshaun Watson off of our hands.
Yeah.
That would be an extra $92 million for the remaining part of his guaranteed contract. He's not going to play next year. But, you know, in some of those like baseball-type trades where, dude, we're paying X number of dollars of your salary just to get him out. All right, I wonder, you would never put him on the field. He would never be a part of your team. You're just taking over that financial responsibility. Can Cleveland be smart enough to get out of that Deshaun Watson deal with Myles Garrett as leverage, even if that's fewer picks or something coming back your way? But, dude, you want Myles Garrett, you got to take Deshaun Watson's contract.
Well,
he ain't going to play for you.
Dude, if you're Myles Garrett, you're going to management and saying, no, I'm not doing that.
Well,
Myles
ridiculous.
Garrett,
Nobody's doesn't have a choice.
Nobody's going to make that trade. Well, then Myles Garrett's going to be playing in Cleveland next year. Nobody's going to make that trade. You're talking about damn near $100 million you would have to take on. Nobody's going to make that trade. If that's the case with Myles Garrett and I'm Washington, Dan Quinn, I'm calling Jerry. Hey, what about Micah? What do you want for him? I can do that, and I don't have to get stuck with Deshaun Watson's contract or even the Buffalo Bills or anybody else. That's just dumb. Nobody's going to go for that. There will be no football team out there that would be stupid enough to do that.
I wouldn't be. Again, a couple of years ago, Brock Osweiler was in that situation, and a team took him, absorbed this contract because it was worth it. If you're a contender, if you're Buffalo or you're Washington, and you think you're a Myles Garrett away, and maybe you work to where you don't get the full contract, but you get some of it, and it obviously would factor in what you're giving back to for Myles Garrett. Obviously, the number of picks would go down or the other compensation. But would a team absorb some of that bad contract? He would never play for your team. Hell, he's not going to play next year after having that Achilles. You would just essentially have part of that contract on your books. I mean, who is it in the Major League Baseball right now that's getting millions from like 3 different teams?
Sure.
It would be a situation like, but if you have the cap space, and Washington does, to get a Myles Garrett, and you're taking on some salary, some dead money, but you get a Myles Garrett, would Cleveland be smart enough to find a partner like that, even if you absorb some of that?
I'm not taking all of it. I mean, if Cleveland, you negotiate and Cleveland's going to take, I don't know, 60% of it, something like that. I can't imagine that, and that's got to be just Mike Florio. Just, hey, I got an idea. That's not Cleveland saying that. I'm sure they'd be thrilled to get rid of Deshaun Watson and his money. But there's no way a team is going to take on the remainder of Deshaun Watson's contract for a guy that's never going to play for you, even if you are just a Myles Garrett away. That would be, to me, complete mismanagement. I'd be telling them, now, screw you. I'm not doing it.
Well, and again, if you want Myles Garrett. So
he's 30 years old.
Florio writes, not many true contenders could pull it off. The Commanders have a massive amount of cap space. The Chargers do too. The Vikings and Lions could also make it work without major pain. The Vikings could justify dumping that kind of cash to a quarterback who won't play by pointing to J.J. McCarthy's slotted rookie deal, which averages less than $5.5 million a year. So it's outside the box thinking. And if you're Cleveland, how are you going to get rid of that Deshaun Watson deal? And this might be the best way. I think it's bizarre. When I first read it, my reaction was the same as yours, but we've seen crazier things in sports. People get traded for cash. And if you've got the cap space, if you think you're a Myles Garrett away, you got to consider it at the very least.
Well, it better just be a Myles Garrett away, because then if you're assuming damn near $100 million in salary, then you're not going to have room to do anything else. And I know Florio says they could do it without it. BS. I mean, that's $100 million. That's going to take up a lot of your cap.
Do you imagine if you got it all worked out and Deshaun says, I got a no-trade clause. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, and I don't know if he does or not. Do we know?
Yeah, he does have a no-trade clause. Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, and there's that too. I can't imagine, unless Cleveland's going to be willing to eat some of that salary, I just can't imagine a team would be wanting to do that. And I'm thinking, look, Myles Garrett's a great player, but Cleveland hasn't done anything. He hasn't made a difference on that team.
Nope.
So I'm wondering if Washington adds him and they suck up Deshaun Watson's contract, is that enough? I mean, that defensive secondary is not too good either. They need some other pieces. So look, good idea for Cleveland, and I'm sure they jump at the chance. But, man, the chances of that happening just seem out there.
It's almost seemingly as out there as the Deshaun Watson trade to begin with,
well,
what Houston got in return. I mean, crazier things have happened.
I'd say, screw you, Cleveland. You made your bed, now lie in it. And you're going to have to massage Watson while you're at it.
That's a really bad analogy considering who we're talking about.
Well, I'm just saying, I mean, that was a pretty dumb trade, and that showed how desperate they were for a quarterback. And I thought, at the time, I mean, Deshaun Watson.
Dude, he was never the same guy.
Never the same guy.
But we all gave Cleveland credit, outside of the guaranteed deal, that they were really trying to do something.
Just pissed off every owner in the league.
Yeah. When he did that. And it was a swing and a miss because his production has not been there at all. He's not close to the Deshaun Watson from Clemson days or Houston days.
No, not at all.
But sometimes, man, you credit a front office for trying. They really tried, and instead it will go down as the worst trade in NFL history.
Yeah, that could be. They're certainly up there in the top 5. There's no doubt about it. But I just can't imagine a team doing that. We'll see, though. You're right. I mean, there are teams out there that have done stupid things. And
get Joe Shane on the line.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, there you go.
Can we get that on Hard Knocks?
That's pretty dumb, too, isn't it?
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Look, the weather is going to be fantastic tomorrow. It's going to be great, up in the 70s. Just a great day to hit the links. You got to do it. I tell you what, and the best place to do it is the Golf Club of Texas. The best way to do it is go right now to golfclubtexas.com. That's golfclubtexas.com. That's where the best rates are always available. Get out there tomorrow and play some golf, because I think it's going to get cold after that. Tomorrow's a perfect day. Get out there and do it. No football on, no nothing. Go enjoy the outdoors. have yourself some cold beer and play some golf and just have some fun with your buddies. You know, the Golf Club of Texas has done so much to that golf course. It's incredible. It's going to look like a country club. In fact, you step out there, you're going to think you're at a country club, but it's not. It's open to the public 7 days a week, and the staff out there is just absolutely fantastic. And then you play a little golf, you can have some lunch there at the Tin Cup Bar and Grill. That is a great place to sit there, have a burger, and they got a full menu, but the burgers are fantastic, by the way, and a beer before you leave. It is fantastic. It's just a great place to go out and enjoy yourself. Take the family out there for dinner. Whatever you want to do, the Golf Club of Texas can accommodate you, and it is just outstanding. Head on out there, because if you haven't been out there lately, you haven't been out there. You got to see this place. The improvements they have made are just second to none. The Golf Club of Texas, you know exactly where it is. It's right off Briggs Ranch Road off Highway 90, whether you're going out for dinner at the Tin Cup, around with your buddies, or you want your next tournament out there, go check them out. Again, best rates always online at golfclubtexas.com. The Golf Club of Texas, the friendliest golf course in Texas.
Taking you home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6, KTFM Floresville, and everywhere at sasportstar.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-9491. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-9491. That's 800-575-9491. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Must qualify for enrollment. Results may vary.
America's Diamond has never sold lab-grown diamonds, and we warned our clients, friends, and neighbors that wholesale prices would crash to almost nothing. 2-carat GVS2 lab-grown diamonds are currently being traded at wholesale for $264, but some jewelers are still selling them online for $3,000 to $4,000. Repeat, wholesale $264, retail $3,000 to $4,000. Some retailers are selling 1-carat lab-grown diamonds for under $300, and others are giving them away for free with purchase. Lab-grown diamonds are very easy to detect with gemological equipment. Tens of millions of carats are produced in huge factories in China and India, using a tremendous amount of subsidized electricity supplied by coal-burning power plants. America's Diamond has only offered traditional, real, natural earth-grown diamonds that are rare, extremely beautiful, and have had real value for centuries. See our television program tonight on ABC KSAT 12 at 12:35 a.m. or right now at americasdiamond.com.
Hey guys, it's AJ Hoffman from the Morning Huddle. If you're looking for a place to play some cards, have I got one for you. SA Card House, located just off 281 at Bitters, is the best card house in San Antonio. It's a great environment, great for all skill levels, and guys, you are going to love the food and bar that's attached. Foster's Bar and Grill, they do not mess around. Go by, check them out, or check them out online at sacardhouse.com. They're open 7 days a week. Stop in, maybe I'll see you at the tables.
Joe Montana here. In my football days, I knew the importance of a strong defense. Now I'm sharing how you can help defend your health against pneumococcal pneumonia and invasive pneumococcal disease. Are you 50 or older like me? The CDC now recommends vaccination against pneumococcal disease. Even if you're healthy, your age puts you at increased risk and over 6 times greater risk of hospitalization with pneumococcal pneumonia than adults under 50. Schedule your appointment today at vaxassist.com.
Sponsored by Pfizer.
O'Reilly. You need parts? O'Reilly Auto Parts has parts. Need them fast? We've got fast. No matter what you need, we have thousands of professional parts people doing their part to make sure you have it. Product availability. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
Well, the NBA's All-Star Weekend is upon us, and it all begins tonight with the Rising Stars game. Spurs rookie Steph Castle will be in action. Begins at 8 o'clock, and you can see it, or hear it, I should say, right here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Get this, Dolphins five-time first-team All-Pro wide receiver Tyreek Hill has agreed to face 100-meter gold medalist Noah Lyles in a race this spring or summer.
SportsCenter is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
Joe Reinagel.
That's the third time in 7 seasons the San Antonio Spurs are the NBA champions.
Jason Minix.
They go back to big day as Super Bowl champions. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
It's the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Maybe you're watching on YouTube. Subscribe to the San Antonio Sports Star YouTube channel. If you're listening on one of the apps online at sasportstar.com, appreciate you joining us here on this Valentine's. He's Bah Humbug Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix.
Happy Friday and happy February 14th, everybody.
It's about
Valentine's Day.
Surprised you didn't wear a red sweater in today.
I know. I should have, I've got one.
Of course.
It says Army Navy on it.
Well, it doesn't matter. As long as it's red.
It is red, and I didn't wear it on purpose.
Oh, really?
No.
You thought about it?
No, I never even thought about it. I saw it in the closet. It was available.
Yeah?
Yeah, clean, ready to go, but no. Didn't do it. Didn't do it. You're not wearing red either.
No.
Why not?
No.
Or pink? I figured you'd be in a little pink sweater.
Not available in my closet.
Oh, all right.
I've got a variety of shades of blue, some black, some gray, and I went with Cowboys today.
The regular guy look.
And what does that mean?
Well, that's what it reminded me of. You ever see the movie Easy Money with Rodney Dangerfield and Joe Pesci?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, from 1983. My
No,
cousin
I
is
don't know
actually
when
in
that
that
was.
movie. Easy
Is
Money
it-
was 1983.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Wow. It's a
Yeah.
great movie, by the
Yeah.
way. And he rolls out the lines of the regular guy look. It's a big hit.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you just reminded me of.
I got no respect, man.
None whatsoever. Oh, my goodness. I got some black trousers with the black on black shirt.
You're not dating yourself at all.
I don't care. It's a great movie. If you
Uh-huh.
haven't seen it, you should find it. It's a great movie. It's funny. Dangerfield.
It is a great movie.
Pesci.
Yeah.
So what? Your cousin was in it. What part did he play?
If you remember, there is the scene where they're at the fashion show. He was one of the models that was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Unveiling the regular guy look.
Exactly. Yep.
Turned out to be a hit, though. So
It was. I mean, go watch it. I think Barry still got some mailbox money from that.
That's good. That's awesome. And go watch. What is it? 7 Days in Utopia.
Oh, that's your mailbox money
That's
movie.
my mailbox money. So go rent that too.
Somehow.
Okay, you can own. I owe you nothing.
I have no idea what that was. What was that, Pledge?
It was Rodney Dangerfield.
Oh.
All right.
Everybody's saying happy Valentine's Day.
Well, Valerie Romo just tweeted.
I saw that too.
Hola,
Thank you, Valerie.
Happy Valentine's Day. At Joe Reinagel 210 at Jason Minix.
Very
You
nice.
too, Valerie.
Yes. If you're into that kind of stuff, happy Valentine's Day.
If you're into that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
Dude, you're leaving here. You're going to stop at that gas station on Perrin Bidle and get some balloons and a stuffed whatever, some chocolate, stop at Walgreens or whatever and get a card.
Well, it'd be nice if I had some flowers to take home, but,
You had your chance. You said no.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Okay, I had my chance of the last.
You got
the
what was
last
left.
bouquet of crappy-looking carnations.
Uh-huh.
You got a dozen roses.
I did.
Really nice.
They are beautiful.
I saw somebody else walking around with a dozen roses.
Yeah.
I got carnations.
Well, I mean,
if I was going to a wedding or something, I'd have taken them.
Who says beggars can't be choosers?
Dude, you were offered a free bouquet of flowers to take to your lady, and you said no.
Well, and I'm going to tell her that, too, when I get home. Honey, I saved you because you would have probably just thrown these in the garbage.
Wow, I don't think so. And you're crap talking them, and Ramon was thrilled to get those to take to his wife.
And I'm happy, but he didn't get carnations. Yeah. He got roses.
Well, who got the carnations?
Nobody, I guess. I don't know. I didn't take them. I turned them down.
I think Ryan got them.
So Ryan. Ryan's going to take those home to his wife and go like, Ryan Eagle hates these, but I hope you love them. That'd be great on the card.
Yes. Yes, Ryan, enjoy those.
So Ryan got flowers for his wife because they weren't good enough for Joe's wife.
No.
Is that what we're hearing?
They weren't good enough for Joe. And it's really the principle of the thing.
The principle of the thing is you didn't have to do a damn thing, yet you could have showed up with flowers.
Well, no.
And she would have loved them.
So
she would have at least told you she loved them, regardless of what she was thinking, because she would have thought you tried.
I'm not sure that she would have.
We need to hear from some ladies. 210-656-ESPN, 656-3776. Regardless of how the flowers were procured, he shows up with flowers. Even if they're not the dozen roses, it's the thought. It's the I'm giving these to you. See, like I've got to remember to go get those roses out of the office and remember to take them home at the end of the show, right? So I've got some effort there. I've got to remember to take them.
Yeah, that's a lot of effort, isn't it?
You have no idea.
My goodness. And it's not the point. I'm getting Joshua hammering me now. I'm too big for carnations. That's not the point. Let me tell you what happened. All right, so Minix and I are sitting in the office getting ready for the show. Alex walks in with this beautiful bouquet of red roses. Walks right by me, and here, Jason, these are for you. And I'm like, what the hell? Am I chopped liver?
Yeah, well, he said these are for you, not like he was asking to be my Valentine. He said for your wife.
Yes, that's what he said. But
because he knows that I need the assist.
He only walked in with one bouquet of roses, not two. And I'm like, well, okay, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
What's wrong with me?
Well, it said, I've got more at my desk.
No.
I didn't know you were here.
He said, well, it's for the salespeople. That's what he said. So I'm not a cool salesperson, I guess.
Yeah.
And so I didn't get them.
You were offered.
But then he said, look, I've got some more at my desk. And I'm like, well, okay, all right. Then that's when he comes out with his, the last one of the litter. It's like getting the runt. That's kind of what it was like. Yeah, these beautiful roses, and then that.
He sounds so grateful.
Well, I'm just saying.
Uh-huh.
And Casey, I don't need flowers to get lucky, buddy. He said that on a YouTube page, by the way.
Thought you were talking to your daughter.
No. No, it's Casey with a C.
Yeah.
Carnations are fine. Beautiful flowers.
Uh-huh.
But I just felt like an afterthought. I feel like a jilted Valentine's Day person.
It won't be the first time.
Well,
today.
I've never been jilted on Valentine's Day.
Well, there's still a couple hours left in this
There
one
is.
because you're going to show up without flowers.
And that's going to be just fine.
Mm-hmm.
It won't be an issue.
You say that now.
Dude, trust me, it won't be an issue.
On the way home, you better stop and get something.
I'm not getting flowers. No. I'm a little bitter. I see how it is in this place. Yeah, if Morgan would have been here, I'd have gotten a nice bouquet of roses.
Those were from Morgan.
Morgan is our boss, by the way.
And Morgan makes sure that the guys here do smart things like take flowers, even if it's not what you would have bought, because it's better than nothing.
I'm going to write Morgan a strongly worded email.
That's going to go over well. That's going to go over well.
Can you call her Puffy in that email?
I'm not, but the guy that was in charge is the guy that called her Puffy.
Uh-huh.
So how do you put him in charge?
Well, he's not really in charge. He was the one that was told to go get the flowers to make sure the guys here had flowers for their ladies because Morgan understands who she works with. And,
exactly.
And, yeah.
I'm a little bitter. So just let me be bitter, and I'll be fine. It's not a problem.
NC on YouTube says, it's all right, Joe. Just remind her you are the gift.
Absolutely right.
Yeah.
Yes. And I do remind her of that.
It's still married.
Yes, I am. Honey, just look how lucky you are. She didn't specify poundage.
What?
I don't know.
Valerie says, come down exit 11 on Marbach Road at Joe Reinagel. There's plenty of people selling stuff for Valentine's
That's
Day.
what I said. There's plenty right on Eisenhower Road here. It looked like a carnival when I drove by that thing. Man, there were like 3 tents set up.
Dude, that's it. Just go to the Eisenhower Road Flea Market, man. They got everything you need for $8.
Well, sure. It's not the point, Minix. Point is, I should have had a nice free bouquet of roses. But no.
Well, I mean, I'm set.
You are. That's good. Well, you need the help.
Trust me, I know. And so does Morgan. That's why, you know.
I'm going to pout for a minute. It'll be fine.
Eric Bishop is, 204, it was an issue. I don't know. No, it's not. 414. Now it's an issue.
Now, it was an issue then, too. It's just that I've had some time. I've had 2 hours to stew about it.
You just walk around the office. Somebody left them on their desk. I can promise you that. And they'll be dead Tuesday.
That's fine. I hope they are. I hope they're dead.
Oh, them Philadelphia Eagles, they can't even celebrate without thinking about the Dallas Cowboys because we're living rent-free in their head. We'll explain coming up here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Do you ever scroll through social media only to find yourself bombarded by bad news, worse comments, hot takes, picture-perfect families, yet another humbling professional update? It's hard not to get wrapped up in how everyone else is doing. But imagine how you would feel if you spent just 45 minutes focused on how you are doing. That's why you need to know about Cerebral and Cerebral.com, where they're making it easier than ever to access dedicated therapists and doctor-prescribed medication that is personalized to you. And the best part is they offer in-network care so you can focus on feeling better without worrying about the cost. 72% of people say they felt better in just 12 weeks. So you think about your mental health, and obviously with my daughter studying to become a therapist, this is certainly something I've been made more aware of, and managing stress and anxiety. If you're having trouble sleeping, trouble with relationships, being Valentines, navigating life transitions, Cerebral makes mental health care easy, accessible, and more affordable. And the best part is you can do this from the comfort of home. Cerebral is proud to be an official sponsor of the San Antonio Spurs. Just like athletes prioritize their physical health, mental health is just as important, and Cerebral is here to help you build a strong foundation for your overall well-being. Take the first step today. Visit Cerebral.com to see how affordable and accessible mental health care can be with insurance. Cerebral. Make time for mind time.
When life changes fast, you need a lawyer who's been there. AJ here for the Hicks Law Firm. Attorney John Hicks offers unique experience as a veteran and first responder to give you a strategic, results-driven approach. Facing divorce, child custody battle, or a complex family dispute, the Hicks Law Firm offers flat-fee representation from beginning to end, so you know exactly what to expect with no surprises. Visit jhickslawfirm.com for a free consultation. That's jhickslawfirm.com, a local law firm with the national resources you need to win. The Hicks Law Firm.
You know the Roo Pub is proven to be the best place to watch games with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. All the games, all the fights, and when you show up at the Roo Pub, show up hungry. The food is fantastic. Open daily at 11. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch a game. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Roo Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
If you're looking for something light and refreshing to drink, give Love Street Blonde from Karbach a try. One of the best beers you'll find in Texas, a Kolsch-style blonde hopped delicately with floral German hops. This beer has a clean malt profile you're going to love. Check them out wherever you get your Karbach beer.
Why pay more for prescriptions? Stop overpaying and start saving with Single Care. It's easy. Find your prescription on singlecare.com, show the coupon at the pharmacy, and start saving. SingleCare works at pharmacies nationwide and is completely free to use, whether you have insurance or not. So the next time you fill a prescription, check SingleCare to make sure you're getting the best price. Take control of your prescription costs. Go to singlecare.com or download the free app today.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent.
Aha.
So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. Tide Free and Gentle provides an excellent Tide clean, and it doesn't leave behind irritating residues like dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on your skin.
Case closed.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Free and Gentle.
Confidence starts with feeling great in your own skin. When you look good, you feel good. Get stronger to your core with Dr. Connie Hires Plastic Surgery and Med Spa. From muscle toning to micro needling, call 210-494-8446 or findyourbeautiful.com.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare cancellation guide absolutely free.
Call 800-334-2266. That's 800-334-2266. 800-334-2266.
Paid for by Wesley Financial Group.
Progressive presents a testimonial of sorts.
Hey, slow down!
Oh, yeah? Well, you drive like my grandma. She's a very attentive and courteous driver who wears a seatbelt and always uses her turn signals. She's also a talented painter and has very low cholesterol. Not that that has anything to do with her drive. We just thought a more complete picture of who she is might be interesting. Anyway, have a nice day.
Safe driver? Get Snapshot from Progressive and get a personalized rate based on how you drive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Snapshot not available in California or from all agents. Surcharge possible for unsafe driving.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Dude, Pledge is in a mood today. It is The Blitz here on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star.
Take these flowers. Your wife needs them way more than mine.
No.
Stop at a gas station. Tired of hearing you.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that. Ben Bailey from the sales department showing up with the roses meant for his wife to give to yours so you'll stop bitching.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Wow. Now, see, Minix, why'd you do that? You shouldn't have done that.
Do what?
Yeah. Ben's not listening to us.
Well, he doesn't really have a choice because it's on the TV in the sales area.
That's true. It is. They don't have a choice. Well, thank you, Ben, but I'll give him back to you.
Do you think, Ben, it's 4:20? I'm surprised he's still here.
I'm shocked he's here, too.
On a Friday?
Wow.
On any day that ends in Y.
I've never heard Ben play the guitar. He's a hell of a guitar player.
He's a hell of a guitar player.
Wow. All right. Well, that was sweet.
At least he got some in the roses. Look at him.
I know. You see that? That's the difference. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see. That's what I didn't have a shot at.
And he's still unappreciative.
Oh, are you kidding me?
What?
No, I like Ben, but that has Jason Minix written all over it.
Dude, I didn't know Ben was still here.
Yeah, you did.
Dude, I told you I'd get you some roses. Quit your bitching.
I'm not bitching. Nobody's bitching.
Really?
I just feel bad.
I don't.
Now I feel bad. I feel even worse than I did before.
Well, what do you mean?
Well,
you told Alex to take his roses and go to hell because they were carnations.
They weren't roses.
All right.
So is Ben getting the carnations?
Maybe.
I love you, Ben.
Because Ben.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Maggie will love those.
I'm sure she will. Wow. You play that donkey sound right again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I feel like, that cartoon donkey.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah.
Having their parade today. And who's this? The governor of Pennsylvania? What's his name? Governor?
Josh Shapiro.
Oh,
Huh?
yeah.
It's Josh Shapiro.
There you go.
Some reason this guy was given a microphone during the parade.
He's the governor. You know, every politician in Philadelphia was there. Pennsylvania.
Let me hear you all say, E-L-G-S-E-S, Eagles!
Not going to let that opportunity pass them by.
No, but what does that dude do? He gets up there and starts talking about the Dallas Cowboys.
I know how people love to hate us. They love to root against us. But something I noticed is that all of a sudden, people were coming together to cheer on our Philadelphia Eagles, not just here in Philly, but all across America. It would seem, Jeffrey, that the Philadelphia Eagles are now America's team. You hear that, Dallas? The Eagles are America's team.
Yeah, rent-free.
Can you break it to them that they rooting for the Eagles because they hate Kansas City?
Yeah, they weren't rooting for the Eagles. They were rooting against Kansas City.
It's exactly right.
I mean, if Washington was in, if Detroit was in, it would have been the same thing, Mr. Governor. But I'm glad that in your Eagles celebration, you brought up the Dallas Cowboys. Jerry Jones somewhere is smiling.
Yes, he is.
Somewhere Jerry is smiling because he knows he's living rent-free in your head. I love it.
That's awesome. Look, they hate each other anyway, right?
Sure.
I mean, if you're a Cowboy fan, you hate the Eagles, vice versa. So, good. I like the trash talk. That's fantastic. Going to make things, just save that soundbite for the first game of the Cowboys-Eagles.
Well, and again, I mean, everybody tries to take, we're now America's team. Cowboys shouldn't be America's team. The governor of Pennsylvania just proved why the Dallas Cowboys are America's team. You guys can't even celebrate without having the Dallas Cowboys on your mind. Love it. I love it.
I do too. That's great. I think that's good. That was a great speech, though. You know, he's got a microphone. He can talk trash. Nobody's going to say anything against him.
And they're the champs. They have your parade. And in typical Philly fashion, at the parade today, 2 people have been shot. And the general manager got pegged in the head with a beer can.
I bleed for this city. Go Eagles! Our players, our staff have done an unbelievable job. We are 2-time world champs, and we're coming back strong. Go Birds!
Go Birds! Good Lord.
Let me hear you all say, E-L-G-S-E-S, Eagles! Let's go Birds!
Let's go Birds. The problem is, he's right. They're going to be good again next year.
They are.
Yeah, and the Cowboys aren't.
I mean, look, I mean, as you're measuring everything, Cowboys still have 5 trophies in the case, which is still the most in the NFC East, right?
Yeah, sure.
And Philly now has multiple trophies, so they are the last team in the NFC East to get multiple trophies.
Mm-hmm.
And the NFC East is the only conference or division that everybody has Super Bowl trophies. So it's kind of an interesting stat when you think about just the NFC East all the way around.
And nobody has repeated, right? There's never been a consecutive winner of the NFC East?
Not in about 20-some-odd years.
Yeah, so I guess Washington's going to win it next year.
Well, it won't be Philly.
It won't be Dallas.
I mean, you don't know that.
I'm pretty sure.
I mean, nobody thought they were going to win it 2 years ago, yet they did. And, you know, part of that was because of a great Eagles collapse.
Yeah, it was a huge collapse by the Eagles.
Yep.
And then a missed opportunity by the Cowboys. 2nd seed.
Yep.
2 home games.
All of it.
Wow.
All of it. While the Eagles are on their victory lap. Saquon and Jalen Hurts were on Fallon. And I appreciate Saquon. And both of them are very likable guys, right? Saquon wouldn't go on if the offensive line couldn't go with him. And so it was cool. They were doing the shotgunning beers with the O-line. But honestly, their set with Jimmy Fallon raises now more questions about what do we really call the Tush Push.
The first one was doing what people are calling the Tush Push.
Like Jimmy's never watched football before.
Is that what you call it?
It's not what I call it.
It's not what you call it. No.
Not what I call it.
What do you call it?
You know, I'm not gonna say what I call it, but it's
okay. But it's not.
You know, everybody is came up with their own name for it. You know, the brotherly shove, the tush push, all these different things. It's not that.
It's not that.
No.
Okay.
I was shocked too because when I got there, I known as the tush push, but I didn't know if that's what it would be called. But I thought it was called that, and it's not called the tush push actually.
No. What is your role in the quote unquote tush push?
I think I have the easiest job, to be honest. I think I'm the one who pushes the tush.
It's hard. Yeah, it's definitely hard.
Yeah, well done, Pledge. You know, Jalen probably that it might be uncomfortable. You know, I mean, because when you're pushing the tush, there's not a lot of room to make sure that you hit the cheeks.
You don't want to miss?
Right. I mean, if you miss, then you got a thumb going somewhere where it shouldn't go.
Knuckle down and go a little harder.
I'm just saying. That could be a woo moment. I wonder if Jalen thinks about that every time they call that play. It's like, all right, Saquon, stop it.
He is wearing pants, you know.
Stop it.
He is wearing pants.
Yeah, but they're thin. Those pants aren't exactly thick, and then, you know, probably got a jock strap on, and there's no cover there. So I'm just saying.
The things you think about late at night are a little disturbing.
It's like, hey, Saquon, take it easy, buddy. All right? I needed a cigarette after that last one.
Whoa. Hey.
The real question, though, what do they actually call the play? When that play gets called in, what are they actually saying? So they've set themselves up for everybody now has to keep this secret because clearly it's got to be something vulgar, something that they can't say on television, something that you can't have out there. It's not QB sneak. It's not unstoppable. It's not. It's got to be something along the lines of what you're talking about.
Well, you know, the first time the Eagles get together for OTAs, reporters are going to remember that, and they're going to ask those questions. It's going to be interesting to see if everybody gets on the same page and doesn't say anything.
Well, it's got to be in the group chat. I mean, the fact that it hasn't gotten out at this point, they've been doing it for years, and Jalen, of all people, on Fallon, the football expert, drops that, and Fallon, clearly not a football guy, not smart enough in the moment to say, so what do you actually call the play? I mean, the follow-up from Fallon, who is a great interviewer, wasn't there, and it's got to just be from lack of football knowledge, doesn't it?
It's got to be, yes.
Wait a minute. That's not what you call it. What do you call it?
What do you call it then? Well, Jalen said he wasn't going to say, and so did Saquon.
Yeah, I mean, Fallon, you're a comedian. That's where you push the envelope, and in that setting, maybe Jalen does reveal it.
Nah.
The
censors weren't ready.
Great. Now we got to wait for Jalen to go on Howard Stern.
Or McAfee, right?
Or McAfee.
Yeah, McAfee. If he goes on any of the show like that, like a McAfee, you know McAfee will ride him hard. I was trying to think of something else.
You're a dumb butt.
Woo! You know, they need a microphone on the field with the tush push. If you hear Jalen, woo! Using the whole fist, Doc.
Whoa! Hey!
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
It is the absolute glory hole.
I'm glad it's Friday.
Woo!
Enough.
Me too.
You think I'm an idiot?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Oh, Jera.
Micah Parsons seems to think the Cowboys and he are on the same page when it comes to his new contract. Let's dive into that. Coming up here on The Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
I don't know what you're doing tonight for dinner. If you got reservations at a fancy spot or you just want to stay at home, catch a movie with your Valentine, I got the perfect thing for you to do. Go to Round Table Pizza. The pizza is fantastic. They've got signature ingredients. All their dough is made from scratch. They've got a 3-cheese blend. The toppings, when they put the toppings on the pizza, they put them all the way to the edge. I mean, you will never lack for a bite without a topping in it. It's unbelievable. And it's just great pizza. It really is. In fact, right now they've got a brand new pizza that they would like for you to try. It is a pepperoni, grilled chicken, and bacon pizza. It is available for a limited time, and you can enjoy a large pizza for only $19.99. You heard me right, a large 3-topping pizza, great toppings, grilled chicken, bacon, and pepperoni, only $19.99. It's incredible. And they've got some great shareables that you can add on to that, like crispy mozzarella sticks, spicy jalapeno poppers, or even golden potato wedges, all of which would be the perfect complement to your pizza. Now, look, to find the nearest location, or if you want to order for pickup or delivery, all you have to do is go to roundtablepizza.com. roundtablepizza.com.
The Morning Huddle.
It's almost like they zoned high schools based on socioeconomic status.
We sum you up.
And it's like
Harlandale and McCullum, there's some crossbreeding in there. They're kind of the same, kind of different.
A little bit. Then
So
you have
go,
Alamo Heights.
You
right?
went to Harlandale? What side of Roosevelt you from? You went to East Central, so you're a cowboy who thinks he's black. I got you. I'm with you.
The Morning Huddle with AJ and Rob. Weekday mornings 6 to 10. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Progressive knows finding your new home was a dream come true. You wanted it close to town with a picture window overlooking a yard. And you found it. Now when you sit down to dinner, you've got front row seats too. Your neighbor's daily pickleball game. Progressive can't save you from your noisy neighbors, but we can save you money when you bundle your home and auto with us. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers not available in all states.
Mornings can start feeling the same. Wake up, brush teeth, go to work. But with breakfast from Wendy's, it's like, wake up, brush teeth, Baconate with a breakfast Baconator. Roll with the sausage breakfast burrito. Buddy it up with a honey buddy. Or get seasoned with seasoned potatoes. And then go to work. Sorry. When you're ready for a fresh wake-up call, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's during breakfast hour.
Rock's Discount Vitamins and More wants to thank God and San Antonio for making Rock's the king of supplements. Are you losing weight, building muscle, or just getting healthy? Rock's has you covered. Weight loss and muscle building packages starting at just $75. Plus, get a free in-body scan in 15 seconds with the In-Body 270 analysis. Start tracking your results today. The pros at Rock's know their products, how they work, and what's best for your health and fitness goals. Call 210-342-7625 or visit rocksdiscountvitamins.com.
Calling all snack MVPs, it's time to huddle up with Southern Recipe Small Batch Pork Rinds, the low-carb, high-protein snack with a flavor-packed crunch. From sea salt and cracked black pepper to hot honey, sweet barbecue, and more, these bold bites are ready to tackle your crunch time cravings. Find your flavor playbook at H-E-B and make every bite count. Because when it's crunch time, there's only one snack you need on your team. Southern Recipe Small Batch. Take the guesswork out of buying and selling your home with Orchard. Hi, Jason Minix here from 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Will your home sell in time? Which upgrades are worth it? Can you keep your home show ready with a busy life? Orchard has all the answers. With Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program, you can buy your new home before selling your old one. It's simple. Orchard gives you an equity advance, unlocking cash to buy your new home first. That's right, you don't have to wait for your old place to sell. You can move in right away. And no more rushing out for showings or constant cleaning because Orchard sells your old home after you've settled into your new home. Orchard even handles repairs and improvements at no out-of-pocket cost to you. Their local pros know which upgrades bring you the most money, so you sell for top dollar. Buy before you sell and skip the selling hassles with Orchard. Start your free home valuation at Orchard.com. That's Orchard.com.
Looking to sculpt, tighten, or refresh? Dr. Connie Hires Plastic Surgery and Med Spa does it all. Awake lipo, tummy tucks, fat reduction, microneedling, and more.
Thinking about implants for your wife? Dr. Hires specializes in breast augmentation for women and reductions for both men and women. Get the results you want with expert care. Call 210-494-8446 or go to findyourbeautiful.com to start your transformation today. Use code word BLITZ for exclusive discounts.
From a fender bender to a total loss, Davis Law Firm has a team of expert attorneys ready to get you back on the road with the verdict or settlement you deserve. Y hablamos español. Want more? Call the Fours. Davis Law Firm, San Antonio, 444-4444.
Who the hell is that, Pledge?
You don't remember UB40?
Don't remember UB40. Elvis sang that song pretty nice.
I was going to say UB40 was Red Red Wine, wasn't it? I didn't know they had another one.
Well, that's not theirs.
Well,
that's an Elvis song.
They remade it, though. I mean, because, the one-hit wonders.
I'd like to be a one-hit wonder.
There's jokes there. It is Valentine's Day.
Not as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was.
What was that?
That's a good Toby Keith song. You kidding me?
That?
Yeah.
That was unrecognizable,
He sang it a lot better than I did.
Clearly. You one-hit wonder. The goal for tonight.
Yes, it is. Dude, I wonder how many babies are going to be made tonight. Now, there's
a lot.
There's no chance of that happening here, but I'm just saying. I wonder.
A lot.
So what's November? That about 9 months? Yeah, November.
Sure.
So we'll see how many babies are born, which is a great month, by the way. That's my birthday month.
So, in other words,
my folks were having a hell of a Valentine's Day.
So many jokes.
Yes.
I imagine lots of babies born about 9 months from now.
Sure. Why not?
I mean, it happens.
It does. I wish my daughter would have waited till Valentine's Day, and I'd be playing golf with you guys tomorrow.
Well, the good news is she can't get pregnant tonight.
Well, I mean, and in the shape she's in, that'd be kind of tough to do anything.
How far along is she?
She's along. I think it's June or July. I don't know.
Yeah, wait. It's February.
Dude, you see her? I guarantee you there's 3 babies in there.
What?
She's huge.
You can't say that.
She's huge. I would tell her the same thing.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Let me show you a picture, Minix.
All right.
Go ahead.
All right.
Carry the show.
Now, I've known Casey her whole life.
Yeah.
And Casey, you cannot call her huge. I don't care what the truth is.
All right, well, just wait until you see this.
But she's pregnant. They're doing a gender reveal, so she's got to be far enough along to
know what the sex is.
Yeah,
but I think you can know that pretty quick, right?
Oh, you can?
I don't know.
I mean, all right, because I mean, clearly I'm not an expert in this area. How far along do you have to be before you can determine sex?
I don't know.
All right.
I don't know the answer to that.
3-4 months in, but the baby's not coming until June. Why are you doing a reveal party this weekend?
Dude,
you could go play golf with us tomorrow.
I could.
I mean, couldn't you call her and say, can we do this gender reveal like next Saturday?
Well,
can we do this on a Wednesday night for dinner?
And that would be fine. It's not her doing it, though. That's the problem. It's friends of hers doing it. I'm going to find it here in just a minute.
Well, you're still looking for what?
Well, yeah, I thought it was on. It might be on one of the other socials.
Casey, send me a picture.
Casey's not listening.
You better hope she's not listening.
Dude, everything I've said to you, I'd say to her. I have no issue with that at all.
I know. That's why I need to run interference, because sometimes you need help. Sometimes you need, I mean, we learned this last week, because my kid was around. You have no filter. You say what's on your mind. And
I know it.
So do I.
I know.
And my kid's like hanging out with one of the guys, thank God.
Yeah, exactly right. And, it was cool, but when it's your kid, I try to control myself, except with the stuff that I say. And, so sometimes I forget.
All right, there are so many people listening. You can find out gender according to a caller at 10 weeks.
10 weeks, huh?
At 10 weeks.
Okay, so it's been longer than that, I guess. I'll have to ask her.
You could have sent a pigeon to find the answer out by now.
Well, I don't know where it is.
You trying to work your phone.
I'm going to text her.
Oh, yeah, good. I thought you were already doing that.
No.
So you can find out in 10 weeks, huh?
I suppose so. Well, that's pretty good. I mean, I guess you can see the things sticking out at 10 weeks?
I guess.
Wow.
You hope it's so you're really hoping for blue. That's why you wore blue today.
No, I
You're
don't
just
care.
trying to put that. Dude,
I really don't care.
Dude, I'm not going to lie. When Joanna was pregnant, people would say, don't you want it healthy? Yep, I want a boy. I want 21 appendages, 10 fingers, 10 toes, and I wouldn't trade my daughter for anything, though. But,
no, of course not.
But
nor would I.
When she was in the oven, and we didn't know. Well, we kind of knew, but I was still hoping that maybe it was
they
turned
made a
wrong.
Mistake?
Yeah, that it was turned. It's like,
or it was like can we couldn't see it.
Can we send it back in for a little while? It's not finished baking yet.
Good stuff.
Question is, will we know if it's a boy or a girl before Micah Parsons gets a new deal with the Dallas Cowboys?
It is going to be interesting on this whole deal. Will Jerry do this differently? And if he has intentions of signing him, will he do it early and then be a player somehow, some way? But, I mean, look, I think before they can even be a player, he's got to talk to Dak and say, look, you got to restructure your deal too. If we're going to be players in the free agent market, all of that has to happen, doesn't it?
Well, sure. And Dak getting his contract restructured, I think, is a given. We all know that it's going to get done. All those major contracts are done with the idea of how they – holy crap.
See, I told you.
Dude. So Ryan Eagle's now showing me a picture of his daughter. And
that's her husband standing next to her, but she's
he barely makes the picture.
Beautiful. Well, I blew it up for you. It's like
okay,
that.
Okay, go ahead. Wow.
Beautiful young lady, but, I mean, she's there's at least two in there.
You think?
I don't know. I guess I'll find out tomorrow.
Well, maybe.
There may be pink and blue.
Can you afford to have twin grandbabies?
Dude, I don't have to. Look, they're good. They do well.
I know you, I know your wife, and I know how you spoil the grandkids.
Oh, well, sure.
There's two more. You just had one. No,
her son is, 3? So...
Her son, but you just had one in Sacramento.
In California,
yeah. So, I mean, you've got a lot of grandbabies you got to spoil.
I tell you,
and you got to try to remember all their names.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly right. But
can you name all the grandbabies?
Sure. She's huge.
She's not even halfway.
Well, See, I don't remember the exact date. I think it's late June.
Late June?
I think, or sometime in June.
She looks ready to pop tomorrow.
I'm telling you. But,
that's all boy, too. I don't know what that. I have no idea what that means. I just hear that. Oh, look, that's all boy. I don't know. I have no idea. But she looks ready to pop.
Yes, she does. So I'll find out if you're right or not. There's a way to tell, right? I mean, if it's poking out, then it's usually a boy. If it's more,
Careful.
I don't know. I have no idea.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah, how about them? So we're talking about Micah Parsons.
Who?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, Micah. I hope Jerry has, sincerely, but he doesn't have a lot of time. I mean, if the Cowboys are truly going to be players in the free agent market, if they are, I mean, that starts March 12th. So you would think he's got to talk to Dak and get him to restructure his deal. That's got to be done. I mean, Dak's $90 million on the cap right now. So you got to change that. I mean, I would think before you can do anything.
Well, again, Dak's deal will get restructured. I think we all know that the day he signed it, he knew it would get restructured a bunch. And there's an order for that to happen. Listening to Micah Parsons talk at a charity event yesterday, he says he's not holding out, not planning to hold out, not trying to do any of that. Now, granted, it's February. Easy for him to say that. And part of that is, while he said no progress has been made on talks, there have been talks. He talks to Jerry a lot. The dollars and that sort of stuff, that's Steve and Will and the agent and some of Jerry, I suppose. But, Micah seems happy right now with what he has heard from Jerry Jones on getting his deal done. So he's saying all the right things. He's not threatening a holdout, and it doesn't sound like the Cowboys have threatened him with the tag if they can't get a deal. So right now everything is cool. But at what point does that change if something doesn't happen sooner rather than later? And for the Cowboys, sooner, so you can have a real offseason. And when I say that, I don't know, you got to clear up cap room anyway just for your draft picks. And you got to clear up some cap room to be able to go be a player in free agency. Not day one free agent. I don't expect the big splash. Holy cow, they did what? But good strategic moves to fill some holes prior to the draft.
I just think at this point in time, and I mean this sincerely, that Dak is more important than Micah in a lot of ways, because I think you got to get Dak to get that done. That's going to create a lot of space just on its face, and then you can worry about Micah. You'd prefer they get it done sooner rather than later, but at least you would have some flexibility there. If there is somebody you like on the free agent market, you can go ahead and go out and get them.
Despite what Jerry has said, with what you hear from Micah, what we heard during his podcast during Super Bowl week, what he said yesterday at the charity event, calling out the front office to be aggressive, which I wish Dak would have done as the quarterback, as the guy that already has gotten paid. And we know Dak wants to win. We know Dak wants to win. We know Micah wants to win. And when you get the players of that level talking, like I wish Dak would have said some of the things that Micah said. You kind of heard that from Joe Burrow. There's only a couple of guys in the organization that can make comments like that and not worry about pissing off the boss. But when you hear Micah, who sometimes is a little bit more unfiltered with his words, Dak is always very careful when he speaks. Micah is not. I wonder if some of the things Micah says is because those are the conversations he's had with Jerry, and he's coming back and talking about it in some of those terms.
Well, I'm sure they've had conversations, and I would imagine Jerry's probably reminded Micah of the comments he's made about he doesn't have to be the highest player.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm sure he's reminding him of that. But look, I think that will get done. The question is, just like CD and Dak, when? And will Jerry wait or will he won't? But in the early portion, he's got to talk to Dak, and he's got to get that worked out. And look, for Dak, it's not really a problem, is it? I mean, he's still going to get paid the same amount of money. It's just going to be in a lump sum versus, stretched out for years. So for Dak, it's not really a big deal, but they need to get that done and create some cap space.
And be more aggressive. But I do, as a Cowboy fan, you have to like what you're hearing from Mike, at least right now. Sounds like a great teammate, wants to get it done, and we'll see how things change. Jerry joked during the Schottenheimer press conference. Part of the reason why it took so long to get Dak's deal done was Dak. Now, granted, you can't come in and lowball these guys. CD's deal, why wasn't it done sooner? Part of me still thinks Micah can wait.
He can.
Let some of these other guys get paid, and then you get more than those guys.
Yeah.
When you're at that level, you don't want to be the first to sign because you're just going to make everybody else more money. Now, Micah talks like he doesn't give a damn about that. And, who knows what his agent will say. You have an idea. But the agent still works for the player because Micah constantly is saying things like, my goal was to change my family's life. Well, he's done that. So $30 million, $40 million, $35 million, what's an extra $5 million? He wouldn't know what that is. I mean, his attorneys would, eventually he would. But at the same time, if that means going and getting this player or that player, if he has some sort of conversation with Jerry and they actually do that, more power to him.
We'll see what happens. But, look, you got a lot of edge rushers that are going to do. I mean, the one I think of now is Trey Hendrickson, right, with Cincinnati. He's up for a contract. What's he going to make? But Trey may be thinking the same thing, right? We're going to wait for Micah to sign. We're going to wait for this guy to sign, and then we'll go from there. So if everybody's thinking the same thing, it might be a while. So who knows what's going to happen? But I think immediately you got to get Dak done.
Well, and like Pledge is writing on our screen, let Jamar sign first so you could be the highest paid non-quarterback. I don't know how much that really does seem to matter to Micah Parsons. It matters to a lot of guys. It mattered to CeeDee Lamb. It matters to a lot of – it doesn't feel like it matters to Micah Parsons, at least not what he says publicly.
He wants to win.
Yes.
I think that matters to him a lot. And I'm not saying the other guys don't, but Micah wants to win. And I think you can see that and hear that in his comments. He wants to win. And so for now, at least, that's the most important thing to him. And he knows he's going to get paid an enormous amount of money. And, again, like you said, if it's $5 million less than Jamar or anybody else, okay, he's going to be a rich man. There's no doubt about that. So he wants to win.
It's the Blitz here on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. The NBA's at the All-Star break. We'll talk about it coming up and some odd comments from one Steve Kerr. Coming up here on the Blitz on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. Earlier today, I was over at Dr. Connie Heyer's Plastic Surgery and Med Spa for my M-Sculpt Neo treatment, where they were giving me a lot of business about Valentine's and making sure I do the right thing. All those. And so, again, you can go over there and you can get a little toned and some advice while you're there.
Why not?
But I'll tell you, M-Sculpt, non-invasive muscle-building, fat-burning procedure with no downtime. It's like doing 20,000 crunches in 30 minutes without actually having to do a sit-up or eat a salad. It's fantastic. And you can certainly see and feel the difference just after 4 treatments that I've had.
No, you can. It's amazing. And I'll be honest with you, when you leave there, your stomach just feels tighter.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it really does, and it's incredible. They've got a great deal, too, in the month of February. You get 15% off a package of M-Sculpt. So you check them out. They've got a lot of specials, in fact, going on right now. And if you missed out on Valentine's Day, I hope you didn't because you'll be in trouble. But if you did, they've got a Sweetheart Rose facial with lip fix that is on sale right now. And I guarantee you, your significant other would love that.
Absolutely. There's discounts right now on M-Sculpt Neo. A lot of other services they offer on special. Just when you call, mention the Blitz. When you call Dr. Connie Heyer's Plastic Surgery and Med Spa, 210-494-8446, or online, findyourbeautiful.com.
When you think San Antonio sports, think 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Your home for the Cowboys. KTFM Floresville and SASportsStar.com.
You know the Roo Pub has proven to be the best place to watch games with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. All the games, all the fights, and when you show up at the Roo Pub, show up hungry. The food is fantastic. Open daily at 11. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch a game. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Roo Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo. Injuries happen, and when they do, skip the ER and get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains. Conveniently located in the Quarry area with extended hours Monday through Saturday with on-site x-ray casting and bracing, Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, and best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. Learn more online at tsaog.com.
Accomplishing goals is hard, but when your goal is to learn a new language, Babbel makes it easy. Babbel is designed with you in mind. From expert-created lessons to conversational video units and even live classes, you can personalize your Babbel experience to be exactly what you need to really learn a new language more easily. Go ahead, set a goal for yourself. Accomplish it with Babbel. Try Babbel for free. Go to babbel.com. That's Babbel.com.
Hi, welcome to Staples. Hi, I hear Staples can print it all for my business. Oh, if you can think it, Staples can print it. And will beat any print quote. Oh, great. I'm thinking new brochures and yard signs. No problem. I'm thinking calendars, t-shirts, and pens. Totally. I'm thinking Staples is the place for printing. I thought you might think that.
Right now at Staples, get up to $250 off your print purchase. Ends 4/5 exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for offer details. Price match guarantee valid in store and staples.com/print. Visit staples.com/price match for details.
What does it feel like to file with TaxSlayer and get your guaranteed maximum refund? It feels like the last level of a video game, facing off against the final boss who stands between you and your refund.
All your refund has belonged to me.
Using the power of TaxSlayer like a secret power-up he doesn't see coming.
Only the most tax confident can defeat me.
Throwing your laptop at his video game face and watching him crumble into a giant pile of shiny coin tax refunds.
Oh, not fair. You use TaxSlayer.
Start for free and get your guaranteed maximum refund. TaxSlayer. File fearlessly.
Are you facing divorce, a child custody battle, or a complex family dispute? AJ here for the Hicks Law Firm. Attorney John Hicks brings unique experience to the table. As a veteran and first responder, he knows the challenges, he knows the pressure, and he knows how to fight for what's yours. The Hicks Law Firm offers flat-free representation from beginning to end and payment plans so you can get representation now. Visit jhickslawfirm.com for a free consultation. That's jhickslawfirm.com, a local law firm with the national resources you need to win.
Working from home, you realize you don't have enough outlets or USB ports. Hill Electric can fix that for you. For over 3 decades, the family-owned Hill Electric has served San Antonio homes and businesses. From adding an outlet, fixing that fuse that always blows, or that flickering light, Hill Electric has the right service at the right price, and there is never a service charge and always free estimates. Call Hill Electric at 210-404-9074. That's 404-9074. Or go to hill-electric.com. Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
Well, the NBA All-Star Weekend is upon it. You can catch all the action right here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. It all begins tonight with the Rising Stars game. Spurs rookie Steph Castle will be in action. That gets started at 8 o'clock. Tomorrow, we've got All-Star Saturday night. Wemby, CP3 competing. The dunk contest, Steph Castle once again in action. And the three-point contest. All of that gets started at 7 o'clock.
This Sports Center update brought to you by Twin Peaks.
Joe Reinagel.
That's the 3rd time in 7 seasons. The San Antonio Spurs are the NBA champions.
Jason Minix.
They go back to big day as Super Bowl champions. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
It's the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio.
He's making money for Doritos. Said some fans frame their autographs. Others get them tatted on at Doritos tattoo shop. So this must have been something going on Super Bowl week. But literally, he's autographing dudes' arms, and they're getting it tattooed.
Now, okay. Hey, look, whatever you want to do, you do. But why the hell would you do that? You going to get a Micah tattoo on your arm?
No.
Minix? I think that'd be right up your alley.
No.
Oh, you'd rather have Dak.
No. Troy.
Little Dak Prescott.
I love you, Dak.
I've survived this long without many tattoos, so but no, autographing it, no, that's.
Hey, but some people do that, and I'd feel bad for them though. If by chance, and I admit it's a long shot, although it's something the Cowboys should look at, he gets traded, that would suck.
Well, I'm trying to tell. It looks like this dude. I guess it's a Super Bowl shirt. I thought he was wearing a Charger shirt to begin with.
Wow, that's been one of the teams rumored. I wonder what he knows.
Oh, yeah. Micah's autograph isn't pretty enough to tattoo onto your arm. I don't know. It's I mean, clearly he was getting paid, but
sure.
Could you imagine? Well, I'm sure a lot of people have gotten random tattoos while in New Orleans for the weekend.
I'm sure.
Most of them regretted later.
Yeah, you wake up in the morning and say, what the hell is that? Yeah, this dude, is that his full autograph? I'm looking at the video of this guy. He just got a tattoo.
Yeah, that's what I say. That's Micah's autograph.
That's his autograph?
It's not worthy of a tattoo.
Oh, wow.
I mean, you think about some dudes in their like Drew Pearson has a great autograph.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Right?
Yes.
Others, you have no idea.
Wow. Well, this guy now has a Micah Parsons tattoo on his arm.
Hey, man, he was probably free, and he met Micah.
Right, yeah, so there you go. Well, Micah watched the whole thing, at least looking at the video. It looks like he's standing there watching the whole thing.
I mean, it's weird. All the things that we saw when we were in New Orleans, I never saw the tattoo Doritos tattoo shop. And of all things for Doritos to sponsor, that seems kind of. I mean, because Pledge, when we were in Birmingham with the Commanders, you ended up with that tattoo at the, what was it? The Sex Panther. Yeah. If you got it, we were at a bar, and if you got this drink, you got a tattoo that went with it.
What the hell was that?
Pledge getting ready for later tonight.
He's looking for a cougar.
The Pledge doesn't really give a damn.
He doesn't discriminate.
Going to picks?
Yeah.
You going to picks later?
I'm not, but that's good. They're all yours, Pledge.
I mean, you could.
I could.
I mean, why are you saying you're not? I mean, after dinner, what are you guys going to do?
I have no clue what we're going to do.
I mean, Finding Friday's playing out there to be a good time.
I don't know if I've heard them.
You've heard them.
I have?
Yeah.
Passing Strangers is
the one band you can remember.
Well,
yes.
They're pretty damn good.
Well, but I don't know where they're playing tonight, but I'm pretty sure I saw that it was Finding Friday tonight, which is, perfect for your Valentine's dance.
Yes, how about that? I don't know what's happening after dinner. I'll let the night play out as it does. I did my deal. I found a restaurant that would take me.
And the Golden Arches are kind of a crown.
I know,
it's perfect.
I didn't even have to make a reservation.
Walk in with your own tablecloth.
Here's your big man.
And if you only had a carnation to put on that table.
We'll eat at the in the car. We'd go to the drive-thru. Be a nice. Put on some romantic music on the radio.
back?
Yeah, it'd be a great night.
Did you say the McRib?
The McRib.
Yeah, I asked if it was back. Special occasion.
Dude, I'm not doing a McRib. I kind of like to enjoy the rest of the night. McRib. Oh, my. Eloy Tiarino on our YouTube page says, I don't even have my wife's name tattooed on me. Why would I want Parsons? Which is a good point. I love my wife, but I'm not going to get her name tattooed on me either.
I mean, you really are safer getting a star athlete, even if they change teams.
Why? Why are you safer? In case you part ways?
Yeah, I mean,
I see. Okay,
yeah.
I got you. Uh-huh.
I mean, you know.
I'd have been screwed. Is that what you're saying?
Just a list. Cross it out next.
Yeah, exactly.
Cross it out next.
Dude.
Looks like the back of those Browns jerseys with the quarterbacks.
Exactly.
Exactly right.
Joe's wife. Check. Finally found the franchise quarterback.
Do those tattoo removal places work?
That's why you just got to cover them up.
Yeah. Well, luckily for me, I didn't do that and haven't and won't.
No. That's why you always go with the legends, man. You know, because Micah, will he be a Cowboy for life? He says so.
Well, you don't know that,
I mean,
though,
think
right?
about all the dogs in Dallas right now named Luca. Every time you look at your poor dog, you get mad when you say its name, Nico.
Your dog is now a Laker.
Yeah.
Wow.
Think about that.
That sucks.
Imagine if you had a golden retriever.
Yeah, but you brought up something pretty interesting. Even if Micah gets paid, he's only 25.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no guarantee he would stick around after that.
DeMarcus Lawrence had to leave to go get a Super Bowl.
Yeah. So,
I mean,
yeah, you're right about that.
I am jerseys. I'm not a jersey guy anymore, although I got a closet full of jerseys. Some point I got to figure out what I want to do with those. I don't want to get rid of them, but I don't know why. They just hang in the guest room closet.
Yeah.
But don't buy current player jerseys, only legends.
Right.
And I would say if you're going to tattoo a player on your arm, go with a legend, somebody like in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, because, well, they're not leaving.
They're legends.
Aikman, Emmett, Michael Irvin.
Even Emmett,
Drew
though,
Pearson.
played with the Cardinals for, well, until he got hurt.
Nah, he did, but
nobody remembers.
Nobody remembers that.
No.
I mean, Joe Montana played for Kansas City.
You did.
Nobody remembers that.
Well, you just did.
Tom Brady played for Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
He won a Super Bowl.
And now he owns the Raiders. And could you imagine if he owned Aaron Rodgers again?
Oh, my God.
I mean, it could happen.
It could.
It could.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. What does he own? Like 10% of that thing? But he's actually running the franchise.
Yeah, it really feels like he's running it.
Yeah.
It really feels like he is running it. Let's talk Cowboys coming up. John Machota from The Athletic joins us next. All-Star Weekend in the NBA. Great Saturday of college basketball. You want to add some excitement to those games? Make sure you're playing the Pick'em game at Underdog Fantasy. So much fun to play, and you build your Pick'em entry choosing higher or lower on stats, points, assists, rebounds. You can create your own entries, mix in some college hoops with some NBA, create with all basketball picks, mix and match, have a lot of fun. And you can play with as little as $1. And if you get everything right, you could win up to 1,000 times your money. Turn $1 into 1,000 with your hoops knowledge. Millions of fans have already won billions making picks on Underdog. Their app has over 100,000 5-star reviews, millions of players like me. Download the Underdog app, sign up now using my promo code STAR to unlock a special offer of up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you make your first deposit. Join in on the fun when you sign up using promo code STAR. Claim your special offer today and get up to $1,000 in bonus cash instantly upon your first deposit. Again, promo code STAR at Underdog.
Must be 18 plus, 19 plus in Alabama and Nebraska, 19 plus in Colorado for some games, 21 plus in Arizona and Massachusetts, and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Void in Colorado. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org. In Arizona, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342. In New York, call the 24/7 HOPE line at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Try Round Table Pizza's new pepperoni, grilled chicken, and bacon pizza. And don't forget to pair it with our irresistible shareables, mozzarella sticks, jalapeno poppers, or golden potato wedges. The perfect bite to complement your meal. Find the nearest location or order delivery at roundtablepizza.com.
The Blitz is going to Vegas. Come along for an unforgettable Mega March weekend at Circa Las Vegas, March 27th through the 30th for opening day and the second weekend of the tournament. Thursday, March 27th, celebrate the start of the baseball season and watch all the games at the world's largest sports book, plus the ultimate March Hoops experience. Take in the action in the 6 pools and the 143-foot screen at Stadium Swim. Book now and use promo code BLITZ at circalasvegas.com and join Jason and Joe at Circa Resort and Casino.
Hi, I'm Jason Thompson, and I've represented folks here in San Antonio injured by negligent drivers for more than 30 years. If you or a family member has been seriously injured, I want you to call me, Jason Thompson, at 210-900-0400. I've heard from many of my clients that after they were involved in a collision, they would get phone calls asking them to hire an attorney. This is highly irregular and probably illegal. Any attorney that is trying to contact you either directly or through a marketing company is not the kind of attorney that you should trust with such a serious matter. Quite frankly, it's creepy. If you call me, we will speak directly. If you hire me, it will be after you and I have talked. I will explain what I can do for you, and you can decide what you would like me to do next. The phone call and the consultation are free. Getting a smart result requires that you make smart decisions along the way, and that's my job, to help you and your family make smart decisions, and that's based on more than 30 years of experience. If you've been injured in an accident, call me, Jason Thompson, at 210-900-0400, or go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
Rocks Discount Vitamins and More wants to thank God and San Antonio for making Rocks the king of supplements. Are you losing weight, building muscle, or just getting healthy? Rocks has you covered. Weight loss and muscle building packages starting at just $75. Plus, get a free in-body scan in 15 seconds with the in-body 270 analysis. Start tracking your results today. The pros at Rocks know their products, how they work, and what's best for your health and fitness goals. Call 210-342-7625 or visit rocksdiscountvitamins.com.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, let's talk ED, because millions of men experience it, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. Hims can help. Through Hims.com, you can access a full range of treatment options for ED through a 100% online process. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to hims.com/joy. HIMS.com/JOY.
Welcome to TGL, presented by SoFi. Golf's newest league, live on ESPN and ESPN Plus. It's 2 hours of hammer dropping, overtime forcing, playoffs on the line golf. Tiger, Rory, and more of the best from the PGA Tour, split into 6 teams. Learn more at TGLGolf.com. Tune in every week for TGL matches. Keep up, it's golf.
This is the story of the one who, as a maintenance specialist for a historic high-rise, knows that vintage charm historically needs constant attention. Which is why when it's time to upgrade turn-of-the-century mechanicals, they turn to Grainger. With easy access to 1 million-plus products and the scale to deliver when and where you need them, the right tools and supplies are never far away. So the one can keep that vintage building running like new. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Looking to sculpt, tighten, or refresh? Dr. Connie Hires Plastic Surgery and Med Spa does it all. Awake lipo, tummy tucks, fat reduction, microneedling, and more.
Thinking about implants for your wife? Dr. Hires specializes in breast augmentation for women and reductions for both men and women. Get the results you want with expert care. Call 210-494-8446 or go to findyourbeautiful.com to start your transformation today. Use code word BLITZ for exclusive discounts.
Cowboys play here. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey, you got to stop with this music, man. We're turning into a soccer mom station pledge. It is the Blitz here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. He's Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix. John Machota from The Athletic joining us now on the Buyers Barricades guest line. Big Valentine's Day plans, John?
No, but I was very interested in this music that you're playing into the segment, though.
Yeah, me
very
too.
sappy.
Yeah, our producer is well, he's single, but apparently going out later. He's hoping to land a Valentine, if you know what I mean.
Nice, good for him.
Yeah, we'll see. We got a 9 a.m. tea time tomorrow, so we'll see if he makes it. The Cowboys always making news. Micah Parsons with some of the comments yesterday at a charity event up in Dallas, saying he didn't plan on holding out and that he and Jerry have had some conversations. While no progress has been made, he's comfortable with where things are. Are things going differently for Micah Parsons than, say, Dak and CD last year?
Man, I'll certainly believe that when I see it. I have no reason to believe that this will be any different. I know Micah wants them to make bold moves, and he has said as much in terms of his contract and getting it done so that they can make said moves. But I find it hard to believe that that's all that stuff's going to happen. If I'm predicting it right now, I'd say that there's minimal moves, and that we're probably talking about a Micah Parsons contract getting done maybe in July before they head out to Oxnard. I would be surprised if it gets done in March, right before free agency starts, and it opens up some avenues to spend some more money on some other players. I mean, that sounds great. Certainly, if you just change the city and all the uniforms and change it to Philadelphia Eagles, I certainly think that's what they would be doing. But I can't predict something different for the Cowboys when they've shown us what they've shown us over the last decade.
John, I think we'll know, but we were talking earlier about this, and Micah aside, wouldn't it be more important to talk to Dak first and get him to restructure his deal so you can create a little bit of money if you plan on being a player in free agency?
Yeah, I mean, they don't really have to talk to him about that, because when they do those restructures, it's converting money off of their contract into a signing bonus. So it's not like when the players do those restructures and stuff like that, they're not, they get credit like from fans and stuff like that, but they're not really giving up any money. They're actually getting more money up front. And so Dak will be just fine. They're going to restructure Dak's contract. That'll be one way that they free up some money, but that doesn't mean that they're going to go and max out their spending like a team like the Eagles probably would do to try and improve the roster. But yeah, no, I expect them to, restructure Dak's deal to push some money down the road and create a little bit of salary cap space. And I would expect them probably to do the same with CeeDee Lamb. So there'll be ways for them to get money, but they could very well just say that, well, that's the money we're using to maybe resign Osa Digizua and maybe Jordan Lewis and maybe another player. But I just don't see it being the one where it's all of a sudden they're doing this so that they can sign players that are free agents from other teams.
John Machota from The Athletic joining us here on the Blitz. Just always, we all understand how Jerry and the Cowboys front office typically works, but Micah is not as careful with his words as, say, Dak Prescott. Knowing what he said all week in Super Bowl week down in New Orleans and even yesterday, I wonder if what he is saying is based off conversations that he has had with Jerry without saying this is what Jerry and I talked about. And maybe I'm just trying to be hopeful as a Cowboy fan that maybe this year will be a little bit different, get this deal done, because all last year, Steven on our show, Jerry would say, we're trying to get CD and Dak done and saving enough room for Micah. So maybe things are different. I mean, I'm just trying to, as well as you, as often as you talk to Micah and as well as you know him, could there be some hints of conversations he's had with Jerry on how the offseason could go that could be different? Or is I'm just reaching?
I think that you're hopeful, and I think a lot of fans of the Cowboys feel that way. I don't believe that. I think that even if any of those conversations really were had, and that, Micah knew definitively that, no, this offseason is going to be different, I think he would share that. I don't think he has the ability to keep that to himself or to try and camouflage it. He would put it out there. He'd be like, oh, no, just wait. I'm telling you, this is going to be different. I think he's speaking it out there because he's hoping, he wants it to be different. But let's just be honest, they're not consulting with Micah Parsons about their decisions, whether it be to add players or about, who they're picking as their head coach. Now, I'm sure they have conversations about that stuff. And when Jerry's sitting with Micah at, the Cotton Bowl, I'm sure that they've talked about, players that Micah would like them to get into it. But that's not going to be what they make their decisions around. They're still going to do what they do. And so I think Micah says some of this stuff because he's hoping that he can, obviously this stuff will make headlines. It gets out there, and he's probably hopeful it puts a little pressure on the front office to be a little bit more aggressive. But I think he's much just like the rest, and that be fans or us in the media, where it'd be, you'd like to see that happen because it'd make covering the team more interesting or make being a fan of the team more interesting. But I think it's at this point, I think it's wishful thinking.
So, John, how much stock do you put into internal discussions when it comes to a trade, perhaps for Micah Parsons, or at least kicking the tires on a trade for Micah Parsons? You put any stock in that report at all?
I really don't, and the thing I go back to with a lot of these, whether it's be with the Cowboys players that are on the roster or other star players from other teams rumored to be, possible targets for the Cowboys, the reason I don't believe them is that when the Cowboys have typically made a move of note, they've been more like the Luka Doncic trade, where they kind of came out of nowhere, as opposed to, oh, yeah, no, this has been something that's been talked about in the media for 3 months. Like, the Cowboys just don't really do deals like that anymore. They used to. Oh, man, Deion Sanders got a chance to hit free agency? Oh, that's a Dallas Cowboys type move. Like, that stuff really doesn't happen anymore. It's the, wow, bye week, trade for Amari Cooper. It's the, wow, they're giving up a 5th and 6th to, go get Brandon Cooks. And then now they're trading to get Stephon Gilmore. Like, it's not really the stuff that people put out there. It's not Derrick Henry makes sense for the Cowboys. That stuff really doesn't happen with the Cowboys. And I do get that, especially nationally, people still try to tie the Cowboys in with how they used to do business. And I think they tie it in like that because they continue to top the Forbes list, and everybody talks about them as much as they did back then. But they just really don't operate like that. And so for that, like, even to be put out there, one, I don't see it happening because that's just not a Jerry Jones move at all to move on from a superstar. He just doesn't do that. There's nowhere in his track record where he's let go of a superstar who, let's be honest, is entering their prime. The closest thing you come to is someone leaving their prime, like a DeMarcus Ware, but that's about it. And so I don't see him being – you could have 10 top people in the organization all saying, no, this makes sense. Maybe we should explore this Micah trade proposal. And it still comes down to what Jerry wants to do, and I just don't see it. I don't see a world where Jerry Jones trades Micah Parsons.
John Mota from The Athletic here on the Blitz on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. John, Tuesday, the coaching staff is going to be available to the media for the first time now that Ryan Schottenheimer has finalized the coaching staff for next season. I'm guessing Matt Eberflus is probably at the top of the list that everybody wants to hear from. Besides Flus, who are you most interested in talking to on Tuesday?
Well, it would have been Jason Witten if he was on the staff. No, that's a good question. I would say Eberflus is number one, no question, just because it's going to be about like how it's been these last 3 years. With each year, it's a different defensive coordinator. How do you plan on making changes on the defense and utilizing Micah Parsons? So that's obviously very high on the list. But yeah, no, certainly having a new OC, with an impact coming from that Arizona run game, the impact that it's going to have. How is this Cowboys run game going to look different? I think that's pretty high up there too. Ken Dorsey, just because he's a name that people know and he's, been around the league for a little bit. What is that role exactly going to be? On that offensive side of the staff. And so outside of Eberflus, it's mostly going to be the offensive coaches for me, because I think we would all probably agree that offense got pretty stale. And so how are they going to make it, how are they going to make those changes on offense to improve it? And then really to be, when you look at some of the other coaches they hired, they're coming from the college game. And so, what are their plans for coaching professional players? That there's obviously a little bit of a difference there. And so, I'm intrigued with how they're going to change this offense and the changes they're going to make there, because I do think they'll keep a decent amount the same because of, stuff Dak's comfortable with. But I do think that we're going to see some stuff that maybe they grabbed from the college game. And so I'm interested just to kind of hear what those guys say about that, on what kind of changes we could potentially see with just different things they do. I mean, heck, even just pre-snap on offense.
John, I know that a lot of times we throw spaghetti against the wall when it comes to what the Cowboys will do, but obviously there's a lot of free agents that they have that are on the team now. You mentioned Odigizua, who everybody seems to think is the most important guy that they should bring back. But then I look at the offensive line. I've seen reports that, maybe a Terrence Steele could be waived. Mozzie Smith, could be waived. Are you hearing any of that, and is any of that possible?
I haven't heard anything like that. I think that's a little unlikely because if you move on from Terrence Steele, you're going to have somebody that you certainly think can fill that role as your starting right tackle. And so maybe that would be moving Tyler Guyton over to right tackle, and then maybe that's drafting a left tackle high, I guess, is a possibility. But they just don't really have the depth on the offensive line for me to think that they're going to move on from Terrence Steele, frankly. That one would surprise me. And then with Mazi Smith, things would have to get real bad to where, like, he's not showing up to practice or something for them to give up on Mazi Smith. That's not a very Jerry move either, especially because they invested a first-round pick in him, And so, yeah, eventually they parted ways with Taco Charlton, and so you can't completely shut the door on that. But I have not heard anywhere that they would move on from Mazi Smith. And the thing I keep going back to with those two positions is just there's not a lot of great strength at defensive tackle or offensive tackle. So I get moving on from guys that if, they're making a decent amount of money and you have some guys that are on the way, like let's say DeMarcus Lawrence was still under contract and you're like, no, it's time to move on. We got to go with the young guys like Sam Williams and Marcus Nealon. That makes some sense. Or Marshawn Nealon, sorry. That makes some sense, but they're so thin at D tackle and O tackle that both of those, moving on from me, those players would surprise me.
John Machota from The Athletic here on the Blitz. I am curious with the amount of new faces on this coaching staff and the idea of continuity. But as I look at this list, 27 coaches, 11 offense, 9 defense, 15 are new to the Cowboys organization. And Eberflus gets credit for the time he was there before, but he's kind of new again, if you will. There's a lot of new faces in there. You mentioned some coming from the college game, some coming from the pro game. I'm curious how that will help attract some free agents, not the high-price guys, but kind of like the Eric Kendricks signing a year ago because of Zimmer's relationship with him.
Yeah, I will say this. I really think for the players I've talked to and been around covering the team, the Cowboys star is attractive enough that if they're going to be willing to give you the right money-wise, guys want to play for the Cowboys. But is the money going to be right? That a lot of times they're not in on these free agents because these free agents, frankly, aren't going to get the money from the Cowboys. So I don't know that the coaching staff plays a big part in that because, even going back to the Kendricks thing, of course there's that relationship with Mike Zimmer, and that's a big part of it. But the Cowboys were the team that were offering him the chance to be like, no, we're going to make you're going to be the starting middle linebacker here. Like, here you go. Where he was going to be a backup in San Francisco. So for most players, those decisions iron themselves out. It's like, how much playing time am I going to get and how much money are you going to pay me? Like, those are two most important things, and then that team will be the next thing. So if there's some free agent out there that they're really going after, like let's say a defensive tackle, and they're like, we need you in the middle of this defense because we expect big things out of Sam Williams and Marshawn Nealon opposite of Micah Parsons, and you're going to get a chance to just wreck shop in the middle, and that's the best opportunity that player's getting. That player's going to sign with the Cowboys.
Interesting. What is the story, John, on Tashard Choice? The reports are suggesting that the Cowboys just kind of undercut him and that he got better money where he ended up. Is that true?
That's what it sounds like. I don't know definitively on that, but that wouldn't surprise me. With these coaches that they hired, that's the thing. The coaches, they don't make those salaries public. There's not a salary cap on coaching staffs, but I can't remember the last Cowboys coach where, people talked about them being the highest paid. So that would not surprise me at all if that's what it came down to, is that, Tashard Choice was interested, but the money wasn't where it needed to be. So he was like, hey, I'll get a pay bump from Texas. And then Detroit came in and goes, no, we'll give you whatever. And then also maybe he wants to be in the pros. So that was enough for him to be like, okay, I'll take this deal. And then obviously I think he has some familiarity with Jahmyr Gibbs. So that probably factored in as well. But yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if the Cowboys just weren't willing to pay as much as he was looking for.
John Machota from The Athletic. For your sake, I hope it's a good, quiet weekend on the Cowboys front so you can enjoy all the NBA All-Star festivities.
Hey, that would be good. But, hey, if they want to do some wild moves or something and make it interesting with something on the field, get Micah's contract done or something, I'll write about it. I'm here.
That's it. That's it.
Nice.
John Machota from The Athletic. Make sure you're following him on Twitter at John Machota and subscribe to The Athletic. Enjoy the weekend, my friend. We'll talk to you next Friday.
Sounds good. You guys do the same.
Appreciate it. The great John Machota on the Buyers Barricades guest line, where they provide traffic control, rental, and sales for San Antonio and beyond online at buyersbarricades.com. While it is a Valentine's Day, very good day for one Jay-Z. We will explain coming up here on The Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. First, though, let's tell you about Dr. Connie Heyer's Plastic Surgery and Med Spa. I was there today doing a M-Sculpt Neo treatment, non-invasive muscle-building, fat-burning procedure that's kind of like doing 20,000 crunches in 30 minutes. And quite honestly, I take a nice nap during this. It's relaxing. You're not on your phone. You just sit back and let the machine do the work. It's like doing a bunch of sit-ups without actually doing a sit-up, but the results are tremendous.
They are tremendous. I'm doing the same thing, and I can't wait to get back. I've got an appointment on Monday. It's just so easy, and everybody's so pleasant in there. It's just really nice to go in there and get this done. And look, guys, it works. If you've been thinking about getting rid of your beer belly, if you have one, or you want to lose a few pounds and kind of tighten up, an M-Sculpt is fantastic for you. And right now, they've got a great special. They're offering 15% off a package for M-Sculpt, and it's a heck of a deal. Spend some money on yourself. If not for somebody's significant other, you can do that as well. But think about yourself for just a minute. Be selfish and get that tight stomach that you've always wanted.
Stronger core.
Exactly.
Stronger core without endless crunches.
Sounds great. It is great.
It works. It's working for me. They do so much over there. Go to the website, findyourbeautiful.com. Whether it's for you, the lady in your life, Dr. Connie Heyer's is the best. Dr. Connie Heyer's Plastic Surgery and Med Spa. Mention the Blitz when you call 210-494-8446. 494-8446. Or again, the website, findyourbeautiful.com.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Tuesday on the Morning Huddle. Fresh off a holiday. I hope y'all are ready. Lots to talk about.
That's right. NBA All-Star Game over the weekend, and the Four Nations face-off continues. We'll talk about that as it comes to a head. Morning Huddle. Party starts at 6.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. Mornings 6 to 10 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
At the Institute for Functional Health, we're dedicated to helping you live life fully, playing with your kids, golfing, and feeling great without relying on pills. We're not about treating symptoms temporarily. We're about extending your health span, the years you live in good health. I'm Dr. Torres, and for over a decade, my team has transformed lives by tackling health issues at the root. Tired of medications without real answers? Take control of your health with us. Call 210-468-1891 for a free Discovery Day consultation or visit iffhealth.com. Improve your health span today.
After you use Bounce Dryer Sheets and realize how fresh, soft, less wrinkled, and less staticky your laundry can be, you'll put a sheet on your every time. Like those socks that smell like they've been through a marathon. Put a sheet on or that blanket that's got wrinkles on its wrinkles. Put a sheet on your maybe even your chatty coworker who keeps distracting you. Okay, Bounce Dryer Sheets can't do it all. But for fresher, softer, better laundry, put a sheet on it with Bounce.
Hi, it's me, your USPS Ground Advantage shipment. Just left the warehouse and hitting the road.
I know. Just got the notification.
Great. Smooth sailing so far. I'm almost there.
Yes, I know. I get all the updates.
Made it. Safe and sound.
I know.
Well, did you know I was with USPS the whole time?
Oh, yeah. I know.
Keep your business in the know with the USPS Ground Advantage service. Visit USPS.com/in-the-know.
Friday is Valentine's Day, so if you still have shopping to do, then it's time to get to Macy's because we make finding the perfect gift so easy. How easy? We have last-minute gifts that feel truly thoughtful, like fragrance gift sets from Yves Saint Laurent, Carolina Herrera, and Marc Jacobs, boxed and ready to give. Yeah, it doesn't get much easier than that. So head to Macy's and make their Valentine's Day a little more special and your life a little bit easier. But hurry in because you're almost out of time. These deals end tonight at Macy's.
In Texas, your spouse can claim alimony after just 10 years of marriage. Do you know your countdown? I guarantee she does. I'm Gary Barton, owner of Barton & Associates, attorneys at law. If you're considering divorce, it's absolutely crucial to understand your options right now. Don't let alimony catch you off guard. Protect what you've built and secure your hard-earned assets. Visit TexasDivorce.com. At Barton & Associates, we focus on navigating the complexities of divorce law to ensure you're not left vulnerable. Divorce is tough, but you have a choice. Take control of the process or allow your spouse to dictate the terms. If you're serious about safeguarding what you have built and your financial future, Barton & Associates is the team for you. We'll act swiftly and decisively, ensuring that you're not taken advantage of. Call Barton & Associates at 210-500-0000. That's 210-5-MILLION. Or visit TexasDivorce.com. That's TexasDivorce.com.
Principal Office, San Antonio.
Flight by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? I think my battery's dead. With free battery testing and charging, we can help you get back on the road.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
So what if I need a new one? We have the right Duralast battery for you, only at AutoZone.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
And what about my old battery? We can recycle it right here at America's #1 battery destination.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1, a San Antonio sports star. He is Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix on this Valentine's Friday, Getaway Friday, the kickoff to a long weekend for many of you, with Monday off, President's Day.
Yep, including us.
Yep,
which is kind of nice. We don't get Mondays off too often, especially you can't during football season. Too big a day.
Too big of a day. Yeah, they were like, "Do you guys want to work Monday?"
You're asking that? No, we'll take the day off.
During football season, that's one thing. Non-football season, it's a holiday. Hell yeah. And really, we're just doing a solid. We're good teammates for James Pledger.
Exactly. Pledge, he's going to get hooked up tonight. It might turn into all weekend for James.
He's got a 9 a.m. tee time.
Well, he can sneak out. Time he gets back, she'll just be waking up.
If I do my job right.
That's right. You see that, Pledge? That's what I like to hear. Little confidence from old Pledge. Very nice. I like that kind of attitude.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little cocky, very confident. That's the way it should be.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm. Jay-Z, Diddy, happy today. The rape accuser has dismissed that lawsuit. Old Tony Busby with a big L today. And apparently, I'm not legal enough to know this, but Tony Busby dropped the lawsuit against Jay-Z with prejudice, meaning it has been permanently dismissed and cannot be refiled. A statement from Rock Nation: today is a victory. The frivolous, fictitious, and appalling allegations have been dismissed.
Well,
the civil suit was without merit and never going anywhere. The fictional tale they created was laughable, if not for the seriousness of the claims.
I don't know what happened, or if she just changed her mind, or Busby went to her and said, "Look, darling, I don't know whether you're lying or not, but this isn't going to go well for us."
He should have said that before they filed the lawsuit.
Well, she may have been pretty, adamant about it and saying that this happened, but, and I hate this. It's really a tough thing to get into because you never know. I mean, and you want to take everybody serious that has a claim like that for sure, but there are those out there that just maybe looking for a payday.
Well, and again, like even the USA Today article, the TMZ, Jane Doe, who sued Jay-Z and Sean Diddy Combs for sexual assault, drops her lawsuit. The damage for Jay-Z and Diddy is out there, right?
Right, sure.
How many people are going to see this or wonder how much of that was true, which is the downside of this. But for Tony Busby to have the Friday news dump on a holiday weekend, well played by him. But it is interesting.
Well, I think Jay-Z and Diddy and all those guys, I mean, they've got other worries to deal with as this Diddy thing moves forward. Not saying they did anything, but it is a possibility and certainly rumored. That's for sure.
Very, very true. All-Star festivities get underway tonight. You can listen to all of the All-Star festivities here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. The Slam Dunk Contest tomorrow features Steph Castle of the San Antonio Spurs. He was asked if he has anything special lined up for the dunk contest.
I have one. I'm not going to expose it. Right. I have one. Yeah.
He's not going to expose it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a surprise. I'm looking forward to watching him perform in that dunk contest. Tonight, I probably won't, be total honesty, we probably won't see much of it because, well, be out doing stuff.
Doing what?
Well, dinner first and foremost. But tomorrow, yeah, I plan to take in Steph Castle. I might be doing some of that later, too. Pledge, who knows? Depends on how dinner is. I figure that's why he played that, huh?
It's how you describe gender reveals.
Exactly. Well, fortunately for me, the Steph Castle dunk contest, it's not in the afternoon, is it?
No.
It's tomorrow night.
Hey, kid, I can't come to your gender reveal. I got to prepare for the slam dunk contest. Yeah, that's going to go over well.
Dude, trust me. And
you can't go play golf because of the gender reveal, but you'd bail on the kid for the dunk contest?
No. Trust me, I was thinking of just about anything I could think of to get out of this thing to go play golf with you guys tomorrow. I really didn't want to miss that. But, there's some things you got to do in life, I guess. And I can't wait to get out to the Golf Club of Texas and see that place. I mean, we've played it many times, but, I mean.
All their improvements.
Man, all the improvements. It just is incredible out there. And
I haven't played golf since the Cowboys bye week.
Yeah, so it's been a while. It's tough for us to do that during football season. And then the weather hasn't been so great. But you guys, apparently, from what I see, it's going to be a beautiful day tomorrow.
A little cold in the morning, but because we're teeing off at 9, which sounds great. And except I was texting my buddy Andy, and he's like, "What time are we getting out there? 8?" I don't get up that early during the week. I mean, the fact that I'm waking up earlier on a Saturday to go play golf than I wake up during the week is alarming. Like, I didn't think this through when I booked the tee time. And it's going to be in the 70s in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Like 11 o'clock should have been the tee time.
Yeah, but see, you guys can play golf and have a nice lunch there at the 10 Cup Bar and Grill.
Well, that'll happen.
Absolutely.
Might be liquid, but it'll happen.
Well, there's no doubt it'll be liquid. That'll be happening at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Absolutely.
So
start with some Flight by Yingling.
You better believe it.
Which, of course, our golf tournament will be. See, that's why this is work. I wonder if I could turn that in as work.
Sure you can.
Since our tournament's at the Golf Club of Texas, got to make sure the course is in great shape.
Uh-huh.
Because our spring golf tournament coming up April 14th at the Golf Club of Texas, presented by Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer. Get registered online, sasportstar.com. It's $400 for your foursome. That's $100 a player. It's that easy. It's a lot of fun, always a lot of fun, benefiting the Pan American Golf Association, brought to you in part by the Ancira Auto Group, and always a great time. And when you're at sasportstar.com, you can also book a room at Circa Las Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're going to Vegas at the end of March.
End of March.
Mega March weekend.
Dude, I'm looking forward to that. I can't wait to get back. I love going to Vegas anyway, but going out there and doing the show from Circa, it is fantastic. And then sticking around. And the good news is we get off at 4 o'clock in Vegas. And so, you go
Noon
up,
to 4.
Put your stuff away and hit the tables.
Yep.
It's fantastic. Or go swimming. Hit the pool.
I've done really well at the blackjack tables at Stadium Swim there by the pool.
I haven't done that. Maybe that's something I need to try this time around.
I would say your wife's not listening, right?
I don't know. Maybe.
I think back to your interview last week with Paige Sporonic.
Yes.
Now imagine something very similar dealing.
In a bikini.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's Stadium Swim.
Yes.
Yes. And they get excited when you win. It's wonderful.
Is it cold in there too, or what?
No, they.
Okay. Headlights.
It was more they jump up and down.
Oh, okay.
They celebrate for you.
Yeah, they jiggle.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's Vegas. That's par for the course at Vegas. Right? Par for the course. Hey, not only that, but I mean, if you want to come out and you're not bringing your significant other, the pool is quite scenic.
Yes, it is.
Yes. So, just saying.
I wasn't sure where you were going with that.
Yeah. The pool is.
I'll head to the strip club and steal some stripper's $150 thong.
Exactly.
They're cracking down on that in Vegas. The string of thong robberies has made the national news.
Dude, I think that's interesting. It's an inside job. They got to start with the inside. Somebody's either letting these people in the back door, or it's somebody.
Well, you don't think it's just laying on the chair next to some guy who's a little distracted?
Well, he could be.
Yes, he better be.
So you think he's taking it?
No, I'm thinking somebody says she's busy right now, and the chair was kicked over here, and somebody's just walking by and snagging it.
What don't you think when she gets off the stage, she's looking for her thong?
Well, probably, but it's already gone.
Well,
there's a story. There's a rash of burglaries, robberies.
There's a rash, all right.
At the strip clubs in Vegas, and when you click on it, you think it's going to be cash. It's not. Apparently, the strippers' clothes are being stolen. What little they actually wear is, and apparently the target are the high-quality $150 thongs.
Which is bizarre
now,
to me.
I don't know what those things normally run, but that seems a lot.
Well, it does.
Like I know it's Valentine. Some of you walked in to Victoria's Secret this week to buy yourself a gift. I mean, buy her a gift. But if it was $150, I'd be looking for what else I could buy.
Well, those thongs you don't wear on a.
You don't know that.
These are like. I would assume
pole quality thongs.
Pole quality, and they would last a long. You put a lingerie thong on those poles, they'd tear up in a heartbeat. They got to have some kind of something that's tough.
Yeah,
but soft. Jesus. Easy to move around in.
That's expensive floor decoration, if you ask me.
Well, yeah.
So anyway, Steph Castle is in the dunk contest. And we get this new format. I am curious how this new format for the All-Star game is going to help, because everybody is always trying to fix the All-Star game. It's not fixable. It is what it is. But of all things, they asked a rookie who's never been in it if he thinks the new format's going to be able to fix All-Star Weekend.
I wouldn't say that. I feel like they have to take that up with themselves. I feel like they should already be playing hard. They've earned the right to play in that game. So why not go out there and try and show up?
Yeah, there ain't nobody playing hard in that thing. That's for sure. It's like pickup basketball, and for a while that's what people wanted, right? You wanted to see the 180 to 175 final. And no defense at all. There typically is none in that thing. But now there's 3 teams, correct? And that's how they're going to do it. And it's like a tournament format. So it will be interesting to see how they do it. Will it bring any more eyes to the tube? I don't know. But at least, look, I'll give Adam Silver credit. At least he's trying something. I know the NFL tried something too with their flag football and their skills challenge and all that stuff. But look, these all-star games, there's going to be some sports geeks that are going to be into every bit of it. But then there's going to be a lot of people that just don't give a damn. And
which category are you in, Joe?
Well, it depends. I'll be honest with the original format of the all-star game. I was like, there's no defense. There's no strategy or structure to it at all. You're just seeing the best players in the world go out and just do their thing. So I wasn't really. I got bored with it. I'll be honest with you.
Kids, get off my lawn!
Got bored with the dunk contest, to be honest with you. And the only reason I'm interested in it this year is because of Steph Castle. I want to see what he does. But the rest of it is pretty stale, I'll be honest with you.
But again, there's no way to fix it.
No.
So you either watch or you don't, because what else are you watching on a Sunday night? Like I'm curious to see what Wemby does, and I just want Wemby to go there and not get hurt.
That's it.
But at the same time, I'm watching because, well, I'm a degenerate, and I'm curious about the new format. I will give Adam Silver that. He's got me curious to see what they're going to do. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. But you're right. But I think too much energy is spent trying to fix something that really isn't fixable. It's an exhibition.
Well, I think that's the same in any sport. It's not just basketball.
Yes.
Right? It's all of them. So just give them the week off. Just say, go enjoy your week, rest up, and go to Mexico for a few days.
Well, they can't make any money that way.
Well, I guess that's true.
I mean, that's the idea. They've still got to figure out how to make all the money that that they need to make.
And look, as long as you got TV people, showing this stuff, obviously the NBA is making money, so you got to keep doing it.
Well, Steve Kerr thinks that's all the NBA cares about is ratings. Yeah, we'll see what the ratings are for this thing coming up over the weekend. And you can listen to all of it right here on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. We're out on Monday for the holiday, back on at Tuesday. Extra innings with Pledge coming up next here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Ladies and gentlemen, the weekend.
This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, KTFM Floresville.
Ahead of the field and throws it down with a right hand.
Your home